Hey everybody, just want to give you a heads up for next week's Metalcore episode with Alex. We're going to be doing Being as an Ocean, How We Both Wondrously Perish, and the song to check out is The Poet's Cry for More. Next up we have Unearth the Oncoming Storm. The song to check out from that is Zombie Autopilot, and finally we're going to be doing Protest the Heroes Fortress, and the song to check out is Sequoia Throne. Thank you very much, and enjoy the episode, guys.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Can we start? All right. What's up, everybody? It's me.
And me.
And
me.
Returning guest, Jace Kibbers of Vukari and Warforged fame. Here to discuss one of the greatest sub-game series of all time. Can you guys take a guess? It involves pictures.
Fable pub games.
What's Fable pub games? Is that like Fable?
Fable. And they're pub games, like in a pub.
Oh, are they like mini games in the game?
Stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
No shit.
It was awesome because it was broken, and there was a game that you could play on there, and you can net like a shitload of money so that when you started a new character, you started with a shitload of money.
Really?
It was the best.
Was that the first Fable?
No, that was 2 or 3.
Okay.
I can't remember which one.
I only played the first, but I still have a copy of it.
I think I got the third, Fable 3, because it was like a free download from Xbox at one point.
Nice.
And I tried to play it, and I was like, wow, I hate this because I hate RPGs.
Yeah.
So,
then that's not a good game for you.
Yeah.
it was terrible.
Dude,
Fair enough.
I bought the first one because I remembered like the advertising campaign was so big, and like that game just had so much hype around it. It seemed like it was going to be like
Kind of a big deal.
the next level of RPGs. It was like Microsoft is on the scene now, and Final Fantasy has a rival. You know, it's like
It was one of the ones that really started the idea of like good and bad.
yeah, like
and having
the
choice.
paths and shit. Yeah, I remember that was so cool, and it was like, duh, I'm going to be bad. I like death metal. Listen, you fucks. What's up?
Downfall doing this in our practice phase.
Yeah, we're recording. Yeah.
Say hi.
Investigate 9/11. 9/11 was perpetrated by our own government. Thank you.
Wow, dude, you must like Eric
You're on
Andre,
camera
man.
right now, dude.
What do you?
I said that before Eric Andre. I'm funnier than him. He is a sellout.
Fair enough.
All right, see you guys. Yeah, sorry about.
Yeah, bye.
Have a good one, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Max, if you want to, aside from this show,
You probably could have like waited until they left to start.
I thought they left.
think of
That's
some
all right.
subjects that
We
you
can
would be
technically
cool.
start
like,
over.
think
if
if
we
you
really
could come
wanted
up
We
with
could start over.
and then I could work with that. So cool. Sorry.
But
Anyway,
I do kind of like it.
huh?
So Jace, so we could technically start over, but at the same time,
That's
like,
true.
yeah.
Nah, fuck it.
But then we
Fuck
have
it.
to have this conversation again.
Yeah, and it's
So
not going to
Fable
be.
And
Pug
you're still
games,
leading
yeah.
up to what this
What we're even
what this is
talking about. We were talking
yeah.
about Fable. Yeah, so we're here.
Fable.
Sub-game.
No, it's not
The
about
sub
that.
games. Was it just card games? And like darts.
Luckily, the game that we're going to talk about is not an RPG.
Yeah.
I think
even
this
though it's
game,
amongst a series that is very well known for its RPGs.
It's true, and this is a very oddly specific game. But what kind of game do you like then?
yeah, good question.
What's your go-to usually?
I
you
like
kind
a
of
lot
fuck-
of different games.
Yeah.
You know, I like some first person shooters, but not all of them. You know, I'm not like that's definitely not my like genre or anything.
Yeah.
But like for example, me and Dave, my roommate, we just got the early access version of Back for Blood, which is the spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead, which is like one of my all-time favorite games.
Oh, really? Cool.
And I still play it like to this day, like on a
Okay.
regular basis.
You were telling me about this yesterday.
Yeah, because I just played it for the first time yesterday, and it was fucking
No shit.
sick.
Is it an FPS? It's an FPS.
Yeah.
Cool.
It is. It's like Left 4 Dead, but you know,
Back
like,
for Blood.
yeah, but like more modernized, and the controls are a lot more like what you would expect from a first person shooter like Call of Duty or something. Whereas like Left 4 Dead, the controls were kind of weird actually, and it was like you couldn't aim down the sights of the gun, and Yeah, it was.
There
Well,
was
it's
a
great game,
sequel to that too, right?
Yeah, they did Left 4 Dead 2.
Okay.
But then they stopped because it's a Valve game. They
okay.
only they
Holy
don't
shit,
do more
this
than
is
2
fucking
versions of
nuts,
the same
man.
game
Right.
ever.
This
Basically,
looks really sick. Just the screenshots.
oh
of
yeah,
this.
it's awesome. Yeah,
I'll have to check this out on
and
Sam's
I'm probably
PC.
gonna go home and play it more.
Are you playing it on Xbox?
Yep.
360?
Yep.
Or no, One?
Xbox One. Yeah,
Do they have this? Hold on, Back
I
4
think you
Blood.
can get it on pretty much any system except probably not Switch, but
No, but I'll do PS4 if that's available.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Back 4 Blood, and it's got
And, well,
motherfucker.
Right now, it's it's early access,
Yeah,
so we
it's
had
not
to get
out
some
yet,
like
right?
code to get it. I don't know, like Dave's friend gave it to him.
How much did you pay?
It was
Full
free.
price?
Yeah, it's just
Oh.
it's like a beta thing.
So it's not the full game?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it doesn't come out till October 12th is the official
Yeah,
date.
and they already pushed the release date back because it was supposed to come out in like the spring, I think, this year.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yes. Okay. I remember hearing about this.
Yeah, that happens. Often.
Damn. Are you going
I'm
to play
okay
that?
with that.
Probably not. I was never big on the Left 4 Dead series. Like, I don't know why. It just like kind of went by.
Dude, we should start doing this more where we just have guests come to talk about sick games they like. Like, let's do a Mass Effect episode with Adam.
We should just play
I
video
guess.
games.
I mean, we can do whatever we want. Like,
Yeah,
we kind of do
that's
that
true.
now.
Yeah, it's sort of just like,
Oh, keep doing the show the way we've been doing it? Yeah, we could do that, Jason. No problem.
all right. Well, anyway.
Good suggestion.
Huh?
Good suggestion.
Thanks, Jace.
suggestion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep doing what we're doing. Perfect.
Well, like with the intent of it, instead of just,
All right. Well, we've
Sometimes
been
we
building
do.
up to this though. Like,
yeah, we have been
what
building
game
up.
are we talking about?
We're talking about new Pokemon Snap. And I guess
Hell
previous
yeah.
Pokemon Snap in referral
Just
to that.
Pokemon Snap,
The series.
What was
the original, the current version, and maybe future versions.
Oh,
Yes.
What was the OG version on?
N64.
N64, yeah.
Okay.
And the original game, Jace, give us a motherfucking history lesson about how this was not supposed to be a Pokemon game.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, Jason. So yeah, what I don't know what it was actually supposed to be originally, but
It was developed by a team called HAL Laboratories.
Yep.
And HAL Laboratories is responsible for a lot of the Kirby games and for Smash Brothers.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So,
But yeah, they were developing this photography game, presumably with things that weren't Pokemon.
yeah. Which was going to be an
Actual
N64
animals and
title.
stuff.
Yeah. And and then Nintendo was like, yeah, this is probably going to suck, actually. Let's put Pokemon in it.
Yeah,
Because
and
Pokemon.
Pokemon
Slap
was
the
just taking
Pokemon name
off.
on there.
Yeah, this
'Cause
was
what
in the
year?
90s. This was like
Okay.
90s.
Yeah, let's find the original.
No,
I'll find-
99, I think.
Really?
Maybe.
The OG Pokemon Snap?
So that's pretty much like the
I want to
height.
say it was 99.
I'll
like
look it up. I'm looking it
Pokemon,
up right
right?
now. Whoa.
The show is going. The games are
When
already
did
been
N64
out.
come out?
The release date of the system? I do not know. Okay, not new Pokemon Snap, you chumps.
Definitely in grade school. This was a long time ago.
But that was one of my favorite games when I was younger. And
March 21st, 99. Jace was right. So
Hailed it.
Nice.
Snap did come out in 99. And let me look up N64 release date just because I'm curious.
Well,
June 23rd, 96.
Okay. So that's
Damn.
96 is when
least in
N64
America.
came out. And yeah. It's just such a unique game. There's no other games like this. Where it's a photography game.
It's almost like a rail shooter designed, but it's like a photography game. So this
Right.
game, it's like you're on a course, a set course. It's like a guided path. It's like you're on an
I've
amusement park
seen,
ride
like, a
almost.
Yeah, it does feel like that. You're right.
a play through.
Speed run.
It's
of
like
it,
it's like a Disney ride.
It's a small world
It's
shit.
just it's so chill. It's just
Yeah,
such a
very relaxing.
enjoyable, relaxing game.
It's a casual game.
It can it's very casual. It can get a little frustrating when you're trying to
Do certain tasks.
get a certain photo, and you have to do these things to
Because that's
make
the
it
thing.
happen.
So the structure of a game like Pokemon
There's some
Snap,
puzzles in it to solve and
Yeah.
shit, which is cool.
Oh, okay.
Exactly. So the OG Pokemon Snap objective of the game is you're in a set course and you're supposed to interact with the environment in the course to trigger certain secret Pokemon to come out and take pictures of them. The goal is to take pictures that are in the center. They're doing, I don't know the judging quality, but basically the structure of the game is you go through the level, you take a bunch of pictures, and then at the end of the level, there's a photo evaluation with Professor Oak, who's the
in the original
OG,
one. Yeah. Professor Oak.
So then he goes through, assesses your photos.
Wonderful.
And scores them, and then gives you like a bunch of sound bites.
Or
Wonderful.
you were close.
You were close. Yeah. You were close.
That means your photo sucked.
That sick song that plays in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. It's like when they're evaluating your photos.
And then you got to so relaxing, though? Like, isn't it so?
I mean, it's like, it is chill. It's just like, boom, boom, boom. Like, oh, okay. I'm not really like stressed, but I got to pick. It's almost like option paralysis music. Because I just associate it with like looking at all your pictures and trying to figure out which one is like trying to figure out which one is the best. But it is very chill. So the idea
was that game like a success?
The first game, I mean, it was a cult success.
Yeah, it wasn't like super duper popular by any means.
Because I never
very like fringe title, or it was at least. For a while.
Never knew about it until I saw the
new one.
The
speed run.
The speed run from Games Done Quick.
Okay.
He does like all of them and stuff like that. I was like, what the fuck is this?
I think I've seen that one too.
I don't like the speed run from it because it's like mostly just like looking at the sky, and it's just like
it's fucking terrible.
And it's like this is so boring. Like it's just looking at the sky.
You have to glitch the game,
and then you take a quick photo and you look back at the sky.
It's
not the best way to probably
but you can beat it in like 20 minutes if you do it that way.
So anyway,
I could probably beat it in like 2 hours.
Oh
like,
I've seen you do it. I've definitely seen
I've done it.
Should be like
I do that every now and then, like because I love that game and I have to play it like once a year or something.
Do you still have a 64? Do you emulate?
No, I emulate it.
Nice.
Yeah, I believe I have a copy for my N64, and I also have an emulated version on my Wii because
cool.
You were able to play.
It's nice if you play with an emulator because you can, or at least I play it with an Xbox controller, which is like way nicer.
Yeah, you could probably use any
stupid N64.
How terrible was that controller?
Like, yeah,
the N64.
Yeah, looking back,
I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know how I ever played video games on that thing.
3 handles,
right?
Motherfucker, I only got 2 hands. Where's my other hand supposed to go?
You're supposed to wrap your dick around the joystick.
All right, look at this. They finally got it right. So here's the Nintendo Switch Pro controller,
which is literally the exact same as an Xbox controller
or a PlayStation thing. It's pretty much the same design. Except
I don't like the PlayStation one as much.
Yeah, you're right. It is Xbox because this is up here.
Yep.
So there you go.
Yeah, the offset joysticks. It's nice.
Dude, this thing is so much fun to play games on.
I have the same one.
Yeah, it's so sick.
You need the Pro controller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the best gaming experience. Like, especially if you're playing it on a TV. Like, it's really nice to have that because, like, the Joy-Cons come off and shit, but they're so fucking small. You felt them.
What I hate.
You played on
vaguely
them.
remember them.
Yeah.
Joysticks on the Joy-Cons are smaller too. Yeah.
Here, I got them. You could do a feel and here, pass
what
this over to Bill.
What I hate is that,
and then pass this over to Bill. I'm just kidding.
What I hate is that some games like Super Mario Odyssey, it if you play with the Joy-Cons.
God, that looks so tiny.
I know, dude.
After holding that.
Yeah, look at that. Like, or even like that, it still feels smaller.
You can do more with Joy-Cons with some games. Like,
yeah,
it won't
that is
let
true.
you do it with the Pro controller, even though you can still shake it and
because it has motion.
Like the motion controls and stuff.
Wait, does this not have motion?
It does.
It does.
But some games will still.
They still won't. It doesn't enable it.
Yeah.
Like technically, that has the same functionality as certain things, but like some games. Like what game?
And
like, give me an example.
And Mario Odyssey. If you play with the Pro controller, you can still shake it, which will get you to like climb things faster or like jump higher and stuff like that. But you'll be able to do it even more so with like the Joy-Cons
because it's so light. You think?
Or just no. It literally because it's a Joy-Con.
Okay.
Like, it'll let you. I don't know. There's some things you can't do. I can't think of anything.
Might be some functionality.
Now, but,
bullshit. Bullshit.
You can't even play Pokemon Let's Go with the Pro controller. Like, it won't even let you play it. You have to use
because
a Joy-Con.
Really?
The mechanic is based on the fucking throwing function.
Yeah,
which you cannot do at all on this then?
No, you can't. Yeah, some games like Mario Party, you can only play it with the mini. It's designed to only play in this form of Joy-Con. So every player can only play it like this. So if you're ever at my apartment and me and Sam are trying to get everybody to do it, that's why I'm handing everybody these little ones. Because that's all you could play it on. Is like,
are those both identical?
technically, yeah, they're set up a little differently. Like
the plus and minus.
Yeah, the plus and minus, and one has the stick on the bottom, one has the stick on the top,
okay.
but they function exactly the
if
same.
you were to, okay.
It is actually a pretty good design.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
so you
it
can
is
always
very
have
cool.
like 2-player in that.
Yep. So it's like if we wanted
Kinda
to,
nice.
if me and Jace wanted to play Pokemon Snap right now, we could easily. I mean, any game, honestly, on
single
Switch.
player though.
Yeah, exactly. But it is sick. The system is so fucking awesome.
It would be sick if it had a multiplayer mode where you could be the Pokemon.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
And then
you could be
avoid
like,
the
You can't.
yeah,
You can't catch me.
Yeah, but the one person has to. That'd be so
Or
weird.
more likely, you would just
Yeah.
like play with someone else and then like take a really good photo of like some hard to get
Yeah.
photo instead. And
So my theory about Pokemon Snap and why this didn't take off until this past year when the new game came out was because the game was never like it wasn't developed as a Pokemon game. It was supposed to be a different
Right.
game entirely. So I
Right,
think it
it
was
was
just
its
sort
own
of like a
thing.
shoehorn. Like they admit that it's like a shoehorned attempt that was an accidental.
there's
like,
plenty
cult
of other
success.
games that have done that also
I was
and
gonna say,
have been
that's
successful. And
happened so
Nintendo,
Exactly.
it's always like Nintendo that does that. Like Super Mario Brothers 2.
Yeah.
Right. That's
But, you
probably
know,
one
like-
of the more famous. Like,
Yeah.
Game Freak develops all of the RPG Pokemon games. Pokemon Snap was developed by I think a different team as well. And
Mm-hmm.
you know, it was just kind of like Hal did other games. You know what I mean? I think Hal was just working on this and they were like, this is going to be Pokemon. Like Jay said, it was like, this is going to be Pokemon. And, you know, it ended up, people loved it. But, you know, the Pokemon titles that they were pushing were like Stadium 2, the
mean,
RPGs on the Game Boy games.
That's kind of what they did with Donkey Kong Country also, where, you know, because Rare, the development studio that did Donkey Kong Country and a ton of other awesome games, they're in the UK, but yeah, I mean, Nintendo's obviously a Japanese company. Basically, like, you know, they saw what they were capable of, Rare.
Yeah.
Nintendo saw that Rare was capable of doing like all these awesome graphics at that time because they had all these silicon graphics machines that were like super expensive and like cutting edge at the time. And they're like, make a Donkey Kong game. And that's basically what happened. And that's why they made Donkey Kong Country.
Really?
So they just, because, you know,
funny.
Donkey Kong was, the original one was, you know, like where it's the,
Oh, Mario climbing up the.
yeah, it's Mario, although he was Jumpman.
Jumpman. Yeah.
In that time, yeah. So it's just taking like the Nintendo IP and, you know,
Kind of slap it on something. And
Yeah,
hope
which,
it
you know-
becomes something cool.
that's
Which works.
It
I mean,
worked.
I'm sure there's some duds
worked.
out there. but-
Yeah, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
they
it took
definitely
off.
forced it. Yeah, but
You know, but they only
in the best possible way.
because they used to do this thing where Nintendo wanted to. I mean, Pokemon games, the RPGs were so popular on the handheld consoles that it was literally like a driving force in sales for the consoles themselves. I mean, there were tons of kids who bought a Nintendo DS when it came out because they were like, well, this is what I'm going to play the new Pokemon game on. You know, like there's always a market for that with how big Pokemon has integrated itself into human culture.
I'm that kind of
Dude,
person.
me and Jason are that Jace are that generation where me and Jason, holy fuck. We are that generation. We grew up with Pokemon. Like I remember when it was like first and it was like my childhood. Like
You know
I
what's
loved
really
it.
sick, dude? So my I have two nephews who are well, 6 and 4 now. They live in Hawaii. I just saw them though back in May because I was out there, and I kind of like introduced them to Pokemon.
Uh-oh, you
when I was
planted
there,
the
and
seed. All right.
Dude, they're fucking obsessed with it now.
Awesome.
And I'm like, this is so sick.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
And I brought Pokemon Snap. I brought Pokemon Let's Go. And we were playing it all together. They loved it.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
dude, this is so sick. Like
That is so fucking cool, man. Yeah.
And now they're just obsessed with it. And I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry to my sister. 'cause
Right.
now it's like, well, now you have to buy them a bunch of
Now
new
you get
toys.
all
and-
this Pokemon.
Dude, I
games
think
and
I'm like
shit.
the only
Yeah.
person in our friend crew that still plays current like Pokemon games, but they crush it.
I mean, my buddy Nick definitely
does?
plays a lot of them. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
they
loves
still
them.
crush it. They still do a great job. Sword and Shield for Switch, which because that was the thing. It's like
I never got past doing the original game, like Pokemon
Red and Blue.
Red, Blue, Yellow, like that one.
Okay,
That's like
so the
one
first
that's like-
generation of games.
yeah.
But
I
there's
tried to
so
play
many more, dude.
Gold and Silver. That's the second one, right?
Yeah, which was for Game Boy as well.
I just
the
had to
same
like,
generation.
I gave up because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think that was at a time when I was like getting over it. You know?
Yeah. Because when
A
we were
little
kids,
bit.
there was definitely a period where it was not cool to like Pokemon.
Yeah.
And I did it behind
yeah.
all my friends' backs.
Closet Pokemon.
A bunch
fan.
of us were. Like a bunch of my friends all found out. We were like, why are we hiding this? And we were just like, oh, okay.
It's just one of those things.
Yeah.
When you're getting older and you think,
But
oh,
you know
man,
what?
this
Like-
is like a kid thing.
But like I had
like
Ruby
it.
and Sapphire for our Game Boy Advance, which was definitely Pokemon was not cool for us then.
They did like a pseudo Hawaiian version of Pokemon also, right?
Oh, they did
Yeah.
on Pokemon Sun and Moon version for the 3DS and for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon for 3DS. And I do own all 4 games.
Nice.
Yeah. Don't need them, but I got them.
Nice.
Why not?
Well, those games are sick to resell too because they retain their value. Like Pokemon titles retain their value so fucking well. Like getting like Black and White and Black and White 2 now, it's like $70 a copy.
I wonder if I still have my red cartridge somewhere.
Sitting
Yeah,
on gold.
I got my red, blue, and yellow still.
Ooh.
Ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants here.
They still work somehow.
Did
the
you know that
batteries are still-
there's a Pokemon Green version for the original, for the first generation? It's
Well,
Japanese
yeah,
only.
blue, green. Blue in America was green in Japan.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So they made it blue in America. And then when they did the remake, the first remake, way before Let's Go, on Game Boy Advance, they did Fire Red
smart.
and Leaf Green. It was the
Oh, yeah.
first
I played
remake of Red
those
and
too.
Blue. Yeah.
That's so
when
sick.
it
So
went back
they've
to green.
remade that game twice now.
Yes.
That's so.
Yeah. They
If you
have
can do
done
it,
that.
do it.
And
And they're just going to remake it
bought all
again in the
versions.
future, and I'll buy the new one when it comes out.
because it's sick.
Yeah,
it's
good.
the classic game. I mean, that's the quintessential Pokemon RPG is the first one.
Yeah, yeah.
Like if
yeah.
you were gonna play
That's a
one, I would
fair.
always be like play one of the first ones. It's just fun. If
Dude,
you're
it's
ever
like,
on a kick like that.
well, I was playing it with my nephews, and you know, like they were only allowed to play video games for like a certain amount of time,
Yeah.
per day or whatever, which makes sense. And when we weren't playing video games, they were just asking me about the game,
Right.
and I literally basically just explained how to play the entire game to them, like while we were just out doing stuff.
That's awesome.
Sick.
I would just be like, okay, then you go to Lavender Town, and then but
Yeah.
if you want, you got to get the Sylph Scope. If you want,
Yeah, you do gotta get the Sylph Scope, man.
yeah.
It's not hard. It's not easy.
No, it's not. I'm like, oh, then you got to fight Team Rocket, and
Well, they make Let's Go so much easier than Red and Blue were. Like,
it makes a lot more sense.
yeah,
And
especially
it's-
if you're a kid now growing up with Pokemon. Like,
yeah,
you're in for.
They're lucky. Yeah.
Yeah, they are fucking lucky, dude.
Yeah.
It's just funny because like I can't imagine like
Although
just,
they won't know the joy of glitching the game and
That
getting
is
like
true.
a million master balls
Yeah.
by catching Missing
Missing
No
No,
on
yeah.
Cinnabar Island or whatever.
yeah, dude, fucking it up, man. Yeah, I mean, like,
That shit was so
yeah,
sick, dude.
But I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of factors and stuff about the new games too that I don't even pick up on that kids take advantage of. You know, that like we miss out on because we're stuck on our old shit. So who knows? And those games, they're not going away. I mean, they already announced like the next entry in the RPG series, which is going to be Pokemon, like that open world game they're working on, like the open world RPG that's coming out, Pokemon Legends.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's coming out
what's
next
up
year.
with the Pokemon Unite shit?
That is, so that's like do you know what a MOBA
free, right?
is? Yeah, it's a MOBA game. Do you
A
know what that is?
MOBA?
Do you
No.
know, have you ever heard of League of Legends?
Yeah,
Oh.
It's like
mobile
that-
something.
Yeah, I forget what it stands for. Sam had to explain it to me because I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, it's
but
like a big thing, but I don't know about it.
yeah, here. It is a multiplayer online battle arena game.
Yes.
Sam is a big fan of Spite, which
That
is a really
sounds
big
cool.
MOBA. She's really into that, or Smite, not Spite. Smite, it's what it's called. She's really into that game. But yeah, Pokemon Unite is like Pokemon's attempt at a MOBA, I guess. And a lot of people who like that style of gaming, I've seen say some really cool things about that game, but I've never really gotten into any of that type of gaming. Because it's all online and stuff like that, and it's just never been my bag. So I have not even checked it out yet myself. I read
It's free though, right?
Yeah, it is free to play. And IGN did a review on it, and they said it was. I think they give it like a 6 or a 7. They're like, yeah, this is okay. Like, it's not horrible.
My
It's
brother-in-law
fun.
said it was.
Yeah, it's probably worth checking out. I just haven't gotten around
Hey,
to
it was
it.
free. I mean, I spent $2 on this like cat platformer game the other day, which sucks. So
Oh,
I'll
I've heard-
take a free Pokemon game. It's
think
called
I know-
Dot Cat.
Oh.
Yeah,
It was just like on sale, and I'm like, oh, I have $2. I'll buy a $2 game. Whatever. It sucks.
I've just been yeah, man.
I like buying all like the cheap, shitty games on the Switch.
Dude, there's some
Marketplace,
really
though.
cool. There's some really good indie games on there too, man.
There are some
You
good
never
ones.
know what you're gonna come across. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah, it's crazy.
I found some of the best games I've ever played in my life on
Like Fat Up the
Nintendo Switch.
Chula, dude.
Yeah, like that, or like Night in the Woods, or something like
Night
that.
in the
I'm like,
Woods.
fuck, these games are like.
Fuck,
So
are they making a new one of those or what?
that dude, I think that dude is working on something, but I don't know. I have no idea. I don't even know where I am right now, guys. Just kidding. But anyway, what I wanted to say,
who likes the toothpicks?
me,
Oh,
I use them to clean my weed shit.
oh yeah, that makes sense.
So
You're not like picking at your.
no,
Can
I have-
Can I have one?
sure. I have like those floss picker things.
Mm.
But yeah, enjoy. I think these are made of plastic. They're a Jewel
What?
brand.
These are wood, dude.
Are they wood? Oh. Well,
It's very much wood.
shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Jesus.
Anyway,
You couldn't tell.
I don't know, man.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. So here we are in 2021.
What's the sickest photo you've taken in Pokemon Snap?
Well, we got
Good
to
question.
introduce the new game, dude. We haven't even talked about the new game at all.
Okay.
So now this year
All right.
we have new Pokemon Snap, which is literally what
Worst
the game is
name.
called. New Pokemon Snap.
Nintendo loves doing that.
Yeah.
Fucking making and confusingly naming everything.
New Pokemon Snap.
U.
What would you have named it?
I don't know.
Pokemon Snap.
Yeah,
2,
see, you guys aren't any better than
Yeah,
Nintendo.
Pokemon Snap 2.
or Pokemon Snap, like
That's what I would have named it.
yeah,
What, is there a
Because that makes sense.
yeah.
Back at
Glory Hole Supreme.
I guess that's
I
like
don't fucking know.
that's what PlayStation would do. They would name it Pokemon
2, 3,
Snap 2
4.
because they're
Yeah.
very logical with their
Right, their
naming
numbering system.
scheme.
Yeah.
Whereas Nintendo and
Xbox
Microsoft
isn't too great at it either.
very
We're back
not
at
logical.
1 right now.
Dude, yeah, I think
Which I wouldn't expect from Microsoft being like the biggest.
Did you say we're back at 1? No, we're at Series X.
Oh, Series
dude.
X.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the one was before.
Yeah, Xbox Series X.
What the fuck
and
is
Series
that?
S.
Yeah.
Because
so
X
stupid.
and S don't sound similar at all.
Somebody was
Great.
drunk at the wheel. And they're just like, fuck it. People are going to buy it no matter what we call this fucking
So
thing.
stupid.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know why I should buy it though.
Yeah.
Unless
same.
until there's a game that comes out that I need it for, I'm not gonna buy it.
Good.
Like until the next GTA comes out in like, when we're like
Never.
80. Yeah.
They're
It's
just
gotta
going to
be
redo 5
soon,
again.
man. It's gotta be soon. I'm saying within the next 3 years.
I
We'll
don't know,
see a
man.
GTA 6.
It's like
Oh, yeah.
they're still raking in so much dough from GTA 5 online.
Yeah, but I mean, they're doing that with Red
there's
Dead
no
2 online
reason,
too.
Why?
There's no
Yeah,
reason
why
for them
make
to
another
develop
one?
a new game because they've basically developed the perfect like money making machine.
Yeah, that thing just mints money.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think they're working. I mean, there's confirmations that they're working on a 6th. though.
GTA 5 is not the best selling game of all time. That's Minecraft and Tetris is
that
also
really?
up there. Yeah. But it's made the most
What about
money.
Word Tris?
That's a
What?
good game.
What is it? Wait, what?
It's like Tetris, but with words. It's awesome.
Oh.
It's so fucking awesome.
So it's like typing of the dead instead of
Yeah. But
yeah.
That's a sick game.
It's a sick game.
Yeah, but GTA 5 has made more money not only than any other video game, but I think it's made more money than any other like media release, like
Really?
movies
Fuck.
included. Like it's made so much money.
Yeah, I could see that. Like,
Yeah, and it's still just
it's still
printing
making money. Yeah. So yeah, why?
why would they make a new
Why do it
version, which is
again?
probably not going to be as good?
But I think they are. I think they're working on a
well, they
Grand
have
Theft
to do
Auto
that,
6.
right?
Yeah.
What else are they doing? Just sitting on their asses? Like,
Yeah. They're going to make it because eventually it's going to have better graphics and they're going to find a way to improve the online somehow.
No, it's interesting too because
Like-
like I don't know, like if either of you have played Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
but-
no, but I haven't. But I've seen you play
You
it
have
many
it, but
times.
you haven't played it.
Yes, I have a copy of it. I got it for like $15 on a Black Friday sale.
It's an amazing game, and it's like so well fleshed out, and it's just like such a great experience, but like it doesn't have really any replay value. Like I have no desire to replay it basically.
Yeah.
Because it's a very slow
system now.
Yeah, it does, but it sucks.
Oh, it's not as good.
Yeah. The online system sucks in Red Dead. Red Dead 2. But it's like I feel like it doesn't have the replay value because it's such a slow moving game in the first place.
Mhm.
I'm almost like I just don't want to go through all of that shit again.
Right.
Like it's like you're playing through like
That's fair.
a movie more than like a video game.
At that point, yeah. These new games are such big experiences that I feel like it's so hard to find replay value in them because you think that's like, Jesus Christ, there's so much to this game.
Right. You have
To
put so
invest
many
that
hours
much
in.
amount of time into it
to do it
again
is rough.
it just seems like nuts. Yeah. Like even like I was playing, so perfect contrast of that, even though this is off topic, I've been playing Ocarina of Time, which is like the Zelda
yeah.
game to a lot of
It's a
people.
video game, right?
Yeah. Yeah, on topic
Still
enough,
on topic.
but not on the same series.
And you just asked me
obviously.
before
Nintendo.
this if I have played that before. Which
That is
I have.
why. Yeah, because I just decided, so Skyward Sword, Zelda Skyward Sword just came out. The HD remaster of that game for Switch just came out. So I picked it up and I started playing it. And I do like it, but I do get that similar feeling where I'm like, Jesus Christ, there's so much to this fucking game. It's like it plays like a Zelda game. It feels like a Zelda game, but it's just on such a big scope that I'm like, fuck, this is not like, if I want to get to the second dungeon, I better get ready to put 6 hours into this fucking game before that. Like, dude, the intro, like alone, is like an hour and a half.
I
just
gave
like
you
the intro segment of the game. It's
I
like
gave you
insane.
Breath of the Wild back yesterday, right?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, good.
It's in my bag.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, I was gonna give that back to you yesterday,
Yeah, I got it.
and I did. So good.
That game is phenomenal. That's a whole other
I've
story.
never
But it's
played
just
that.
like,
Yeah.
so I was like, all right, I've never played Ocarina of Time before. Like, let me go back. And I have the remaster.
There's so
for
many
the 3DS.
crazy puzzles in that game. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how. Like,
There
I
are crazy puzzles
never
in that
played
game.
it as a child.
Neither
and
have I.
I don't know how I would have ever figured any of that shit out.
Same. I need a walkthrough, dude. I'm
Yeah,
playing
it's
the
all
game
about
with a
that
walkthrough.
I played it with the walkthrough,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Holy shit, dude! I would have never figured that out. Like, it would
Yeah.
have taken me like a year to like figure out like." Oh, you have to take the empty jar and fill it up with bugs, and then fucking
Yeah, and
like,
then pour it
and
there
then
to get the
pour
golden
milk
sculptula.
and
Yeah.
then like
Yeah, dude.
It's like, what the
Golden
fuck?
sculptulas, man. But anyway, it's like, yeah, dude, Sam makes fun of me for playing games with walkthroughs because she's like, I can't believe you're not even trying it. And I like try to explain to Sam so many times that like, I just like to play games for the experience. I just want the experience. I don't need the challenge. Like,
I'll give
I
it
like
a try. Yeah, I like both.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
give it a try, and if it starts becoming like super frustrating and I just can't figure out, then
Yeah.
thankfully,
like
yeah,
I
there's a
haven't
cell
looked
phone to look it
anything up with new Pokemon Snap at this point. I don't think.
good for you, man.
I haven't looked anything up. You've given me a lot of good because you've looked it all up. You've done the walkthroughs and shit, which is why I asked you the other day, like, how the fuck do you get Gyarados on the new thing?
Yeah, so Pokemon Snap, new Pokemon Snap, which came out this year for Nintendo Switch, which is the sequel to
Oh, is
Pokemon
this
Snap.
now we're talking about?
Now
it.
Well, this was where you this got Jace to buy a Switch. Jace always said if they come
Yep,
out with a new
that's
Pokemon
true.
Snap
Yep.
game,
It did.
I will
They
buy a
heard you
Switch.
talking.
The day they announced it, the first thing I did, sent a link to Jason, and
was like, well,
literally
shit,
like
now I have to buy a
less than
Switch.
10 minutes later, he's like, I guess
yeah.
I'm buying a Switch. I'm like,
That's
oh
awesome.
yeah.
I remember you talking
regret
about
it.
that
Yeah.
before it happened. Yeah,
And it
that's
did
so
happen,
funny.
and it's sick. And that game is so worth it, dude. Such a fucking
It's really good.
sick game, dude.
Yeah.
Like
How long does that take to beat?
way longer.
Yeah.
It's way more fleshed out. Like,
Yeah, way
to
more
a
immersive.
huge degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently there was backlash though. People still thought there wasn't enough game in there. And I just can't
People will
believe
never
that. I mean,
think
it's still
that.
like I've put 35
The game
hours
could
into
be- I
the
was gonna say the game could be.
I've
like
put
120
35
hours.
hours
I
into
paid $60 for this. It's
Like,
like,
that should be. Yeah, I hate.
Yeah,
that.
I've put over 35 hours to the game and I've not 100% beaten it yet. So
like, I'm nowhere near that.
Yeah.
And I've put in a good amount of time also.
and like yeah, there's just so much more depth to it. Like
Yeah, other
Yeah.
than like graphically,
Well,
how does this differ from the original?
So-
the original one had what, like 6 or 7 levels?
yeah, 8 levels or a total. Let's look it up.
Yeah,
But-
good question. Yeah, look it up.
Let's see.
I don't even know how many. What's awesome about the new version, the levels, you can go at different times of day.
Yeah.
Two.
So there's
Ooh,
night and day.
cool.
Yeah, so
Some of them.
certain levels have different like
Most of them,
different. Yeah, most of them have a different version, so you could go
Yeah.
during the day
and
see
there's like
Pokemon
alternate
interact that way.
paths you can
Yeah.
take in the level, and
Is it still like on a rail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the whole concept of the game is like you're in like a cart, like a
Neo
ATV
one.
type thing, and then it's like you're taking pictures of
what it's
Pokemon,
called.
and you have apples you could throw at them, and then like these glowing orbs.
they're not apples. They're called the fluff fruits.
And
You even play this
Illumina-
game?
I have. I just thought I would.
But they
call
look
it
like
that.
apples.
Yeah, and then you can throw them these glowing orbs called Illumina orbs to make them glow.
Oh yeah,
And
in
you
this
can take-
version. In the original one,
Yeah,
you could throw
smoke
pester balls.
Yeah, pester balls.
Which would just kind of fuck them up a little bit. But you can also throw the apples at
Would
them,
pester
and that'll
them.
also fuck them up a little bit, which is very fun. To just like throw shit at
It is very
Pokemon
fun.
and then watch them react, and they always
Yeah.
go like, "Ooh."
Yeah, it is cool. But now, like, they don't do that. It's less harmful.
Yeah, the
It's
pester
like-
balls. Yeah,
Yeah.
instead they just like glow and don't do anything.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome.
But
So,
yeah, it is awesome though.
if you hit certain Pokemon or certain objects in the level, it could trigger different Pokemon to come out or you to go on an alternate path.
Yeah, so that's where
it's
like the puzzles come in. to
there's
play.
puzzles in the levels.
It
'cause
gives you a lot of hints and stuff too, though, like where you can like you have a scanner and you can scan the environment, which will
Yeah.
show you the Pokemon around, and also like if there's something,
help you find secrets.
yeah, and it'll give you like hints and then, although they're I don't know, like it's kind of like hard to decipher what I'm actually supposed to do from the hints, you know, sometimes. But that's the fun of the game. So like that's why I like to. Like I've avoided doing any kind of walkthroughs or even when I just like heard about the game, I was like, I don't even want to watch the trailer. Like I just want
Right,
to
you
go in completely fresh
That's the best.
and get like just have my own experience with it and figure it out for myself, because like I feel like that's the most like rewarding part of it, right? When you play a new game. Although, yeah, I did look up a couple things, but but I try to avoid it at all costs if possible. Yeah,
Nice.
because
Oh, yeah.
I feel like you get the best experience if you.
Right.
But at the same time, I don't want to like get frustrated playing a game and because that's not fun anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it does get to that point, it's like whatever. I'll just look it up
Yeah.
so I can figure out how to do it and do it and then yeah.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah. When a game becomes frustrating, it's not fun anymore and it's not worth playing. So
Exactly. Yeah. I agree. I'm in the same boat. It's just like, I don't want something. That's why I don't play like Dark Souls and shit, because I can't hang with that.
Good.
Yeah.
yeah, and competitive games can be. In general, I don't really like competitive games that much. Like
Yeah,
I
neither
used to play like Call of Duty online when I was in college, and that shit does get kind of addicting actually. Like
Yeah.
playing like online like first person shooter shit.
Yeah.
And then yeah, it's like you're like just like talking shit to all these like strangers on the internet and like
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it's not my vibe.
yeah, I got over that and yeah, now I'm all much more about like the chill game experience, dude.
Yeah.
Like, here's another really sick game that I know you know about, but I don't know if you know about. Katamari.
Yes. Where you roll and collect more and more debris
yeah.
as you go along.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I played like a demo of that a long time ago. It was awesome.
I
but
just
never
saw
followed up.
An ad for a Katamari plush, which was like the guy rolling a ball, and the ball has built-in magnets in it, so you could stick shit to it. It's very sick. I almost
Real
bought
life
it. And I was like,
Katamari.
I'm not buying this. Yeah.
Katamari in Japanese means a wad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
So it's just like a big wad.
That's
Shit.
cool. Hell yeah.
That's what it
Love
is.
that
Awesome.
game.
What's the latest version of that game?
Well, they
did
just did a remake.
Yeah, they did the
re-roll.
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 Yeah, which is the
Clever.
original game, but remade for
Remastered, yeah.
Switch. Yeah, it's a little nicer.
Looks better.
Yeah, it looks better, controls a little better. It's on
Do you
Switch.
have it, right?
Yep.
I haven't.
I have the original one too on PS2,
I think I have that too somewhere.
and I have
Good game.
the one that came after that. I think it's We Love Katamari.
Yeah. And then there's Katamari Forever and
Oh yeah,
other ones. There's a lot of games in that
the
series.
music is really good in that game also.
Yeah.
Great music.
Great music.
Yeah.
Great music. But yeah,
You should put some on.
new Pokemon Snap. Yeah, so you got new factors in this game. So you got different times of day. You could go during the day, then you could go at night, and like you'll see the same Pokemon. Sometimes you'll see new Pokemon, but they're doing different things. And a new mechanic in this game is that in the evaluation part, now there's more categories for your photos. Like in Pokemon Snap, it was all about the best photo you could get, but now there's different categories based on star rankings, and star rankings you could get.
Oh my God. It took me so long to figure out what the fuck any of that meant.
Yeah.
It's so confusing at first. The ranking, it makes no sense at first. But
'Cause
then
it's like-
once you understand it, then it makes sense.
It's
but
like stars aren't a rank, they're a category.
yeah, the stars
So
are
it's like-
category. Yeah.
If
And
you
then-
take pictures of
then you
Pokemon
get-
doing certain actions, like if you catch them doing
You
a
get
really
1, 2,
rare
3,
move,
or 4-star photos.
Yeah, if you
but
catch
it's
them
based on like the behavior of the Pokemon in the photo.
so if they're doing a
basically.
crazy move, that
Yeah.
could be a 4-star picture if
Yeah.
you get it right.
But then the photo is still ranked on a like a bronze, silver,
Oh yeah, or gold. Yeah,
diamond
yeah,
scale.
level.
So like 4-star diamond is like the best
Best you can get.
4-star photo you can get. But there's also like diamond photos, like single star, double, triple.
Yeah, it's not easy.
It took me so long to figure out how the
How
fuck
that
that
system
works.
works.
Yeah, it's a really weird system. In the original one, there was nothing like that actually. It was just you would get like when Professor Oak would judge your photos, he would say like, oh, like this is Pikachu surfing, and then you'd get a bonus for that, and it's like, oh, cool, yeah.
What? Yeah.
In the new
Okay.
one, it's like, oh, this is a 4-star diamond photo. Actually, I kind of wish that it did do that,
Yeah.
and instead, like, give me like, like this is like I achieved this one specific
Yeah.
Pokemon action. That's
Well,
like,
they do have that in the requests and like the mission section.
oh, I haven't fucked with that at all.
Yeah, that's literally what that is.
Oh,
Triggering specific events and looking for
I
certain
see.
poses. Like,
yeah. Okay, that makes sense actually.
yeah, it's really cool.
But it's so like fringe though. Like you don't have to do it. Like
no, you don't have to do it. It's
and
like side
it's more like a
quest stuff.
suggestion. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like side quest options and stuff, but it's really cool. And
Yeah.
the levels also,
And you got
The
Rita.
stages-
You got Rita, and you got Phil.
yeah, there's like a ton of new characters in the story.
Todd
Story's
is in it
bullshit.
also,
Yeah,
and he comes in and he's like, "Ew," because Todd is the guy that was in the original Pokemon Snap.
yeah, that's the
And
guy
then-
you played as.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
and then he comes in
Yeah.
a new Pokemon Snap, and
Nice
he's like,
cameo.
"I'm Todd. I'm the original photographer."
And who are you in this one?
Yourself again? You don't have a name. You name yourself. I'm Jason.
Oh, I'm Juck McFuck.
Yeah.
I'm not even kidding.
I know you're not.
You said that,
That
way too
was
fast
sick.
to not be kidding, so I believe
Chuck
you.
McFuck.
That's
yeah.
awesome.
like,
I had to put a period between the
So
U
Nintendo
and the
didn't
C and
censor
fuck.
it?
But it works. It
That's
works.
awesome.
Chuck McFuck, dude. Yeah. There's online photo
That's the
sharing, which is really
spiritual
cool.
successor to what's my other name from the Inanimate Tour? Juck.
Chuck Fucko.
Yeah, Juck Fucko.
Yeah.
Juck McFuck. That's the
Yeah, Chuck McFuck.
Nice. The
Yeah, Chuck
Irish version.
McFucko is
Gotcha.
good too.
Juck
Chuck McFucklian. Yeah.
Juck McFucko.
Yeah, Chuck McFucko. Yeah. Yeah, Chuck O'Shaughnessy McFucko.
Hmm.
Very sick Irish. You.
That's like Scottish.
Yeah, whatever. I don't know the fucking difference, man.
I don't either.
Potatoes.
They both have potatoes.
Yeah, and
cabbage.
Pokemon did not come from there. So,
No.
That you know of.
yeah.
Rare. Well, they didn't make Pokemon, but They're an awesome game studio.
They're from Scotland?
No, they're
No.
in like
England, right? Yeah. They're in England. I
Yeah.
knew they were UK.
That's
based.
on the same island
Yeah.
though. It's kind of close.
So, in
Close
these
enough.
stages, you
With Skyland at
also
least.
you gain experience in the stages based on your scores for all the photos you take, and you will level up the stages. So that way, like let's say you play through the beach stage during the daytime, you go through at level 1, you get enough points that you unlock level 2. So now when you go and replay it on level 2, you see different Pokemon, there's different things going on, and then usually you could level them up to wherever you like. There's level 3 and then maximum level. So there's a lot of replay here
how do you,
for the stages.
Can you get above level 3? Does that even work?
You just max out the levels. Like it's max level is after 3.
Oh.
Usually. I haven't seen one go after
The
that.
Pokemon
Some of them
just,
only
like,
max
bump
out
you at
after
that
level
point?
2.
Like they just come and like.
Well, it's just like you've unlocked everything. You've gotten the best score in this level. Like you've maxed out your score.
Yeah.
You've gotten all the poses in this level.
Well, when
like,
you level up the levels, which
you
that's
unlock
confusing
more.
to
You
say,
trigger more
but-
things to happen. Like
I guess they call them more like stages.
yeah,
or,
stages.
Yeah. When you
That's why I've been
level up
calling them
the
stages.
stages, then
New events happen and shit.
new things happen.
The next
and,
time you go
yeah.
through and new Pokemon are there, or like something changes, and it's like it's cool. And sometimes you could go different ways than you could go before. Like you unlock alternate paths. Like in the jungle level, you could go behind the waterfall at nighttime, level 3, and shit like that. Have you gotten there?
I was trying to figure out how to do that, and because it kept giving me a hint, it's like you can go behind the waterfall, and I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah, how the fuck do I do it
You
though?
go at night and you got to knock off the Liepard by hitting the crystal bloom like as soon as you can and start
Yeah, that's what I realized. It's all about hitting those crystal blooms.
Yep, and then you hit a scan, and then you do a scan, and then you'll be able to go back there.
Yeah.
See, look,
Bill's
I
like-
just told Jace.
Yeah. Bill's like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
I'll do that when I get the game.
it's just so much fun, and it's so like as a fan, I think we could both say as fans of the originals, like it does such a great job of like still making it a really fun and cool experience. But like they added so much to it. I mean, not
Yeah,
only is there
they
so
built
much
it out
gameplay
really well.
in the story, there's a whole new photo editor you could use. You could share photos online, see other people's photos online. There's tons of rankings. It's like there's so much to this game. Like if you're just a fan of photography, like you'll have fun.
Which is why I love that game.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know, the original one might have actually instilled my love for photography into me before. Like, because
Yeah.
I mean, I was
Awesome.
9 years old when the original one came out. So, I mean, when I was in high school, I did a ton of photography. I mean, I try to do photography when I can. Now I'm not like great at it or anything, but
Sure.
I did film photography when I was in high school and really enjoyed it. And yeah, that might be a reason why,
Huh, that's funny.
right? I took it's like you can post your photos that you take on Pokemon Snap on Facebook.
Yeah,
So
I've done it. I think.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
So let me find this really stupid.
You have a
one.
good one.
Yeah.
Is it the Bidoof? Or is it
No, it's oh, I did take a
your
good
Bidoof is good. The one didn't you do
it's
it?
asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one was good.
Wait, did I post it on Facebook?
I don't know.
Oh,
I thought you showed it to me.
I
You mean the new one? And the new upgrade? And the new update?
Did I
They just announced DLC for it.
Uh-huh.
This week,
Yeah,
which just came out,
yeah.
which is 3 new stages, which is awesome, and 20 new Pokemon. So it's like there's a stage that's like a throwback
don't even know how to
to
use Facebook.
the N64 game, which is kind of cool. Then there's a stage
Like, how do I
where
look at
you're
the
like
audio?
shrunk down and you're taking pictures of like huge Pokemon. It's like a Honey I Shrunk the Kids bullshit
That's
thing.
cool.
Yeah, it is cool. And then there's a stage that's like in this like desert. Like the stages are fucking nuts, dude. Like you went from these like goofy ass weird N64 stages to now
This one.
like. Yeah, that is sick. The Tangrowth.
Yeah,
That is awesome. She'll
Tangrowth
build
with
that.
Cupcake eyes and a rainbow smile and a fire thing on top. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because I just
Yeah.
put a bunch of like stickers on it.
And it's so funny
For no
because
reason.
like so the day
awesome.
this game came out, me and Jace took off of work the Friday it came out, and I went
dude.
over to Jason's.
That's how sick.
That's
That's
sick.
how much
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So we went.
That's
I went over to
how
Jason's.
much we
and we played it
anticipated this.
all day.
we both took work off and
Yeah.
hung out all day and
we played it all
and I
day.
made pizza or something.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
it was awesome. That pizza was bomb too, dude. You made the Detroit style that day, or the grandmother style, where
Grandma.
it was like the
Yeah, it's
sheet
the grandma.
pizza.
Yeah, the
dude,
sheet
sheet
pan.
pizza was so good. I
Yeah,
wish.
hell
Can you
yeah.
make that again
I
sometime?
can make that every day.
Okay,
Dude, I'll make a better pizza than that, dude.
dude, that's sick. I can't wait. To
I
go
just
to the
got a
studio
new
and you
I got a
make
pizza steel, which is literally just a slab of steel that's almost an inch thick. It's thick as fuck and heavy as hell.
Yeah.
Damn, she thick.
And you throw it in your oven and preheat it for like an hour at like the highest temperature your oven will go to, and then you you can slide a pizza on it, and it cooks amazing. It's like,
wow,
I've made the best pizza I've ever made.
I'd love to try that sometime.
And I just got it. It's amazing. Yeah, come by.
That sounds cool.
Yeah,
I'll make y'all pizza.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, you've been cooking up a storm. I noticed. Like,
I love cooking.
Yeah, he's been crushing it too.
Everything looks so good.
Yeah, it is really good.
You know, I mean, a lot of people like got into cooking from the pandemic and shit. I mean, I always like cooking before that too, but like it just made me even like more into it.
Yeah,
because I had a bunch of time, and that's like, you know, what I get enjoyment out of every day when I can just like make a sick meal.
Fuck yeah, hell yeah.
Pizza is amazing. So tried all sorts of pizzas.
Whoo, hot damn! This game is so good. This game came out, dude, and like, not only was I so shocked by the amount of content that like, I just couldn't put the fucking thing down. It looks so good. It's developed by Namco Bandai. So Bandai developed it. Bandai just started developing Pokemon games. The first game they developed was a Pokemon fighting game.
What else have they made?
Pokken Tournament.
Oh,
Pokken Tournament.
Well, yeah, I know that one. Yeah,
You've played that with me. I have it on my Switch.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. That's like what I would hope. Well,
it was like a Pokemon tag
normally
game.
Pokemon is turn-based battle, but this is like real time.
Game. It's a fighting game.
Yeah,
it's
cool. like
Pokemon
you're
kicking and you're using like
Mortal
insane
Kombat
attacks.
with Pokemon.
That's sick.
And it looks phenomenal. It looks so good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
The graphics are crazy. In fact, let's see if I have it. But it's so much fucking fun, dude. And it looks so good. So once I found out they were doing it, I was like, okay, this game is going to look good and they're going to do it justice.
I gotta take a bathroom break.
It's like they're trying to do it. They're trying to do a good job with it. And I'm like, okay, I respect that a lot. And like, you know, at this point, any news in that world, I think is just exciting, you know, because there hasn't been a game like this since 1999.
Right.
So, you know, but it's just a lot of fun. Like there's so much to get out of it and so much replay value, which I like because, you know, like Jace said, he could get through the Pokemon Snap without just speed running it, but like actually going through all the stages in like 2 hours. And it's like cool, you know, when you don't know what's going on for a while, you know, and that kind of stuff. But then after a minute, it's just like, oh, okay, like how many times can you really replay a game like that? You know what I mean? It's just like, but this game, it's just, I still haven't beaten it. I still haven't gotten all the categories of pictures of Pokemon. Like I've taken pictures of every Pokemon, but I haven't unlocked like all their crazy actions yet. So it's like, that's what's so sick is that if I really wanted to, there's just so much left to do in this game that I haven't even fucking touched. It's nuts. It's so much fun. And yeah, Jace really digs it too, obviously. But we spent so much time when this came out, man. Like, it was insane. Like, I couldn't put it down. I couldn't put it down at all. It was nuts, dude. And here, I'm just gonna show you this fucking like clip of this game, and you can see how good everybody fucking like just looks.
This is the fighting game you were talking about?
Yeah.
When did that come out?
This came out for Wii U initially, so which I never played it. And, you know, they ported it here with some built-in DLC and called it like the deluxe version. And I was like, I'll get it for this, and it's fucking awesome. But let me tell you, so this came out in 2016. Is when the initial release happened.
Not that long
but then it
ago.
came out, it was like, yeah, one of the last games for Wii U because Switch came out in 2017. And then this basically came out like not too long after it launched. But yeah, man, it looks fucking nuts. You don't even have to be good at it. It's just fun to like.
It's fun to look at.
Yeah, here. Give that to you. It just looks so fucking like sleek and shit.
Oh, I think you did show this to me before.
Did I show that to you? Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks nuts. It's just, it's such a
like
fucking.
Going right now? Oh, it is going.
Yeah. So you're playing as Charizard
That's
right
like,
now.
oh, you're talking about Pokken Tournament?
Yeah, I'm showing him how good it looks right now.
Well, I was about to say though, like one of my favorite things about Pokemon Snap is that like it's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, it looks so good,
yeah.
dude. That's half the reason I bought a new TV on fucking Prime Day, because I was just like, God damn it, it would look so good to play Pokemon Snap on like a baller TV.
This does look really cool.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
it looks
that's really
great,
fun.
dude. It's just so crazy how good the graphics are. Look at that shit, man. You can fuck around with it if you want.
Oh yeah, Gengar's sick.
Yeah, dude. He's nuts.
It's like Gengar and Charizard.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah, sick team to fight against, man. Yeah, dude. This
I like that
game's so
Gengar
fucking
is
dope.
in new Pokemon Snap also.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Haunter or Ghastly are, but Gengar is, right?
Gengar is, yes, you are correct.
Haunter was in the original one, and that was actually kind of sick because that was like a little puzzle where it's like when you see Haunter.
What level was he in?
The
Power plant? Or the cave?
Yeah, I mean, kind of the same thing, right?
I guess. Yeah. They're two different
I think it
levels.
was a cave. It was called Cave, but
Okay.
it had like a power plant element.
Oh, is that
to
the
it.
second level?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. Where like you get like Zapdos and
Yeah. Well, what was the one
And
with Jigglypuff in it? And what is that level?
maybe that was the cave.
That's cave.
Tunnel.
Tunnel.
That's
Okay.
the second one. Yeah.
Gotcha. Tunnel, duh.
Fucking god. Anyway,
That's a weird level for a second level in a game, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Tunnel, very weird level.
creepy.
Yeah, for
Very
number
creepy.
2.
But there were, you know what? Like now I'm looking back at it, and it's like, that had a ton of puzzles and like with the eggs, with the legendary birds in them, like when you're first playing through the game and you see
You have
that,
no
you're like,
clue.
what the fuck is that? Like, and
Yeah.
you can't do anything because you don't have any abilities. Like when you start that level, you literally have nothing. You can't. I don't even think you can throw apples at that point. Maybe you can.
Yeah.
Or no, I think you can actually.
So like we said, like the mechanics of the game are pretty simple. Like when you're going through the stages, it's like, and they borrow pretty much the same from N64. The controls are almost identical. So you got, your zoom function on the camera. You got your picture button, obviously, the capture button.
Shutter.
You have a button to speed up your vehicle to go faster in certain sections.
But you don't get that until later on.
Yeah,
Like,
way
you have to
later.
unlock that.
You
Yeah.
unlock like a Pokemon flute, which like wakes up certain Pokemon and gets them to do certain shit. You like that? Do
There's-
you like the Pokemon flute? It's called the Poke Flute.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
And we
Pokemon flute
both
is
know
called the Poke Flute.
What was the one from N64?
There were 3 different
Yeah.
songs that you could play on the
That-
N64
you know the one I'm
version, but
singing,
you can
right?
there's only one on the new
Yeah,
Pokemon Snap, which
which is
kind of
fucking
sucks.
Lame.
DLC,
Big
maybe we'll
complaint.
add some more.
Bando name. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
my
that's
favorite
one of
one,
them.
man. So good. Yeah,
It's
that
like
one's
some
good
other
too.
shit. And what was the other one?
Yeah,
I don't know, some shit like
one's
that.
sick. That one's good too. Great flute, honestly.
Well, it was
a great
cool
flute.
because like there were certain Pokemon you had to play the flute to in order to take a photo of them.
Yeah.
Like Snorlax or you
Wake
could also
his
throw a
ass
Pester Ball at him.
up,
But
motherfucker.
Vileplume, you had to play the flute for Vileplume to even be able to take a photo of it.
Yeah, you have to do that a bunch in this game
yeah.
too to get
But
Blossom. Sick
for-
callback too.
For each different song, it would do a different dance. So that was pretty sick, actually.
Okay.
But
That's cool. I never realized that. So they did that
Yeah.
with Blossom in the new game. And Blossom, you evolved from
Oh.
Gloom, I think,
no,
with a different stone. Yeah, I swear to. I might be wrong, but
You're wrong.
I'm about to check.
You're wrong.
I could be wrong. I could be dead wrong, man.
You are. I don't really know that much about like post Gen 1 Pokemon, but
Yeah, but I want to say this.
that I do know. Blossom is not
Biology.
related to that evolution chain. The Oddish, Gloom, Vileplume chain. I don't think that goes anywhere else.
I can't find it. Let me see.
Blossom is its own thing, and it might evolve into something else or something evolves into it. I don't know, but
Yeah, I got game data pulled up. Good God, this is so crazy.
that's the
to
other
think of
thing
how much
about
shit
new
here is
Pokemon
like.
Snap is like I don't know like a majority of the Pokemon.
Yeah, loop a little bit.
I know the first gen ones, but there's like how many, like 7 generations of Pokemon now. There's like
Dude,
almost 1,000
oh!
fucking different Pokemon at this point.
I was right.
What?
So in Gen 2, when she was introduced, you go from Oddish to Gloom, and then you give it a Sunstone. And then it turns into Blossom. So sick, like callback, because they did Blossom in the beach level in the new game. Remember,
Damn, you were right.
Yeah. Do you remember you got?
Doesn't happen often. So
Well, okay. I just remember from the cards because I had the cards.
Sure.
And
Sure.
it did not work that way with the cards.
Well, that Blossom is not a Gen 1 Pokemon. Blossom is a Gen 2 Pokemon.
I know.
So that's why,
Oh,
at least at the time, probably. Are we talking Gen 2 cards?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
it was like
Did you see that light just flicker?
it like went off.
Yeah.
it was like its own base Pokemon or something. Like
Yeah. That song's so sick, dude.
the Snorlax dance where he's just like,
I like the Jinx big titty dance to get the Articuno
Oh,
egg,
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like, do, 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 do. Because do you know who Jinx is? The Pokemon? Oh my God, Jinx was the Pokemon they got in trouble
Controversial.
with like blackface shit.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Vaguely.
Basically a
Bring up a
black chick.
photo. Let me see.
She got big old titties. I'll show you. Here's an old version of Jinx.
Yeah,
She
that's
used to have
horrendous.
black
But go on.
face. Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, and then
Oh,
here
yeah, she
is,
literally
like,
has titties.
This is Jinx now.
Purple.
Yes,
It's
so
like
they
in
turned-
Doug how Skeeter was purple, but he was actually black.
Yeah, but she does this like Jinx. She does it like
What?
You know what I'm talking about?
I know Skeeter. Yeah.
yeah,
He was, well, I mean, his skin was purple in the show, but he was a black guy.
yeah.
That's
I've
fair.
heard that.
And so was Mr. Dink.
Mr. Dink was
Yeah,
he
Mr.
actually?
Dinks.
Look him
Sure
up.
about that?
Yeah, look up Mr. Dink.
Okay.
Which stood for dual income.
Yeah.
no
Anyway,
kids.
so Jinx does this
White
big
and
titty
having kids
dance
on
when
the
you play
show.
the flute, and then
Say
Articuno.
Jace or Jinx?
Jinx and
Oh.
Jace does a big titty
Jace
dance
and
when you
I'll do
play
a big titty
the.
dance.
Yeah, so
My
sick,
favorite
man.
song, dude.
Yeah, classic music in a lot of these games too, man. So good. But yeah, and there's just so much to this game. There's so much. Like Jace still hasn't even. Jace is like scratching the surface, but I know that like
Yeah, because
he's still got.
I'm not doing a walkthrough, so there's a ton of shit I haven't found yet.
You'll get there.
Yeah. Well,
I will admit though, I
I don't know.
got through most of the DLC without a walkthrough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did too. Yeah.
but
I only asked you. You know.
did you
Okay.
beat the DLC yet though? The whole thing?
What do you mean beat it?
Like, did you get
what
all
is
the-
considered being beaten?
Like capture all the 20 new Pokemon.
How do you know if you did or not?
The professor tells you at your evaluation,
Oh, I got. Well,
and you get like awards for it and shit, and like you
okay.
unlock prizes.
Probably not then, but
Okay.
I did get all the Pokemon on the first island.
Yeah, so you got the stamp on your photo decks, where it's like
Yeah,
you've got
yeah.
all the Pokemon on this. That's what
Probably,
happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what happens.
I don't know. I can't like. I don't like reading, so
Motherfucker, you
you know.
don't gotta read.
I
It's
don't
a
know what's
picture.
going on the screen. I just hit the button really fast and I take
Oh,
photos.
okay.
That's all I do.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, you'll find out. Like when you get like achievements like that, he'll tell you. Like he was like, "Oh, congratulations! You seem to have really gotten your photo decks complete with 20 new additions." That's like what I got the other day because I got Snorlax, which was the last Pokemon for the DLC
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
needed.
I got him too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I took that sick Bidoof ass photo.
Yeah, Bidoof's booty.
Did I actually send that to you?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think I know, but I know
Maybe
that
I just told you
you're
about
talking
it.
the same stage. It's in the
Yeah.
mini
When
stage.
when you go through the log and
You
it's
see his
literally just a
giant
Bidoof ass in your face,
Yeah.
and you're shrunk down, so it's even bigger.
Bidoof is like this little beaver Pokemon. He's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Oh yeah, I think I was telling people about this last night too. Apparently, artificial, I believe it's vanilla flavoring, can be extracted from beaver anal glands.
That's where most of it comes from.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Mhm.
Artificial
Christ.
vanilla flavoring.
Yeah.
So we've all eaten
Just like
out
what
beavers'
is in
assholes
this.
before. What is that?
Orange vanilla Coke.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Where did
There's
they?
beaver ass in it.
Whose ass did they
Got
get the
that
orange
beaver
flavor
ass.
from? Because that's how artificial flavorings work, right?
I don't think they all come from
different
assholes.
assholes.
Well, I guess assholes taste better than we thought.
I mean, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Damn. I want.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you know, beaver's
Here,
asshole
You're
tastes like
just gonna have to
vanilla.
look at how good this looks for a second.
What is this?
Pokemon Snap.
Do I even have to?
You're
finish
just
that
gonna.
sentence?
It's gonna show you through. I showed in the beach, the
Oh, I'm still
reef
talking about
level.
beaver assholes.
I
Yeah,
just
we
want
weren't
you,
done talking about beaver ass.
I just want you to get a glimpse of what it looks like, so that way you can experience the beauty of the reef.
Is this Pokemon
Okay.
Snap?
Yeah,
Oh, you do
Which
not
level?
play inverted.
yeah.
Oh,
no.
dude, you want to hear something really dumb
What?
about the way I play this?
Yeah.
I invert one of the sticks, but not the other one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What stick do you invert? You're up and down?
I'm guessing you invert this one.
Or you're
I
left and
think
right?
no.
Don't
I think
invert
it's
that.
because I think it's the left one
That
I
makes sense.
do
'cause it-
invert because the original game the joystick is inverted, and so that's how
Okay.
I'm used to playing Pokemon Snap. Even though this is the new version, I had to invert the
Interesting.
left stick.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but not the right one.
Yeah, that's so fucking funny.
See, I think I'd be the opposite because it feels better for me to go up with my left, but not with my right.
It's it like the default controls are like that where it's like
Yeah.
normal, it's not inverted, and it just felt really weird off the bat, and I was like, I have to change this. Like, so
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
did right away, and yeah,
Exactly.
that's now
I haven't
how I have
fucked
to
with it,
play it.
but
And
you
I
know
don't
what?
play anything else inverted.
You know what I have been
In
doing
any
though?
other game,
Really?
I don't do inverted except that.
You know what I've been doing to get advantages for like really sick scores on Pokemon pictures? I've been going through levels and I've been changing the camera, which is a new feature in this game they didn't have in the first game, a burst mode. So you can
yeah.
set it so you get like you
Multiple
take
pictures
pictures
in one
per
shot.
frame. So like I got
So you get a bunch.
I got the 4-star of that legendary you find at the Badlands lizard at level at night.
That
I've heard- it's
sexy
like-
lizard guy.
No, he's like the cat, like Fury Electric guy. You know what I'm talking about? Zamazoro or some shit like that. I don't know his name. I have to look it up when Bill's done.
Zamazoro.
I'll show it to you, and you'll be like, I don't know. But I
Yeah.
took a bunch of
Like I
pictures
said,
of him.
I don't
like,
know 90%
it's cool
of the
because if
Pokemon
you
in
do
this
the
game.
if you do the sick like the 6 photo burst, it's like you get some really sick shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried that for like a minute, but like I just like ended up taking too many photos.
Yeah. I mean, you really got to go in and like be looking for one shot or like a couple shots.
That makes sense.
And that way you'll be able to get the sickest score because you're getting like literally per frame, you know?
Yeah. So then you can actually, I mean, that's why I enabled it right away because I was like, oh, that's sick. That makes so much sense, you know?
Yeah,
but
but
then, then I tried it
yeah.
and like it sucked for me because I don't know. Yeah. Anyway.
It's good if you're going in like individually. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm going to show you this guy. And you'll see it
Okay.
on the screen.
Yeah.
I will show you the photo dex entry.
I don't remember who brought this up last night, but this is a sick question, and curious to know your answer, Bill. If you could fuck any Pokemon, which?
Oh my
Pokemon
God,
would
you
fuck?
nasty fuck. Jinx,
I don't know.
She's
I
got
don't
the
know enough
titties, dude.
like Pokemon.
Oh, dude, what's the chandelier one again?
Chandelure.
Yeah, that's my answer.
Have you seen that guy?
No, I
good
haven't. I
answer.
have not seen this guy. Wow, that's
Okay.
a sick photo, dude.
Yeah, isn't that a sick fucking photo?
What the fuck is this, dude? It looks like a Zapdos, but like mixed with Machop or
A
something.
cat or something,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, my picture's great of it though, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. Here, enlarge. Look at that shit, man. Ah! Show that to Bill.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah! I'm gonna show it
It's
to the
like
camera.
in like Braveheart when fucking Mel Gibson
Yeah,
like
look at that. It looks so good.
freedom.
It's cool. Now I get what's going on.
It's a very sick photo.
Ah! That's probably what he's saying.
Yeah.
Happy Monday, everybody.
All right, Bill. I need an answer from that question though.
I don't know. I don't know enough Pokemon.
Oh, here's a
Shot
good
two.
answer. Yeah, one of the problems that I do have with this game is that some of the photos kind of are a little too busy, you know, like and it raises a lot of questions about like what makes a good photo.
What
right?
constitutes good photo?
Yeah, what constitutes a good photo because it's making a lot of assumptions and
That's a good photo.
generalizations and shit about that, right? Like it's, you know, if you look
What
at
do you
it
think?
from a like a documentary you know, like
Would you put that on your wall? If
Sure.
I printed and framed it for you, would you put it on your wall?
Yeah, sure.
How about you?
no.
I'm thinking about doing that, dude. I'm gonna decorate my
I would do that
apartment
other one
Pokemon
though. That other
snap
one
art.
was sick of the cat guy.
Yeah. I've thought about doing that because you could send these to like your email and shit, and I could just get them developed and framed and put in my fucking apartment.
Put it in your office.
How sick would that be? Would you be down?
I mean, so we didn't even talk about this, dude. One of the coolest things about the original Pokemon Snap game was that you could take your game cartridge to fucking
was it Blockbuster? Yeah.
and you could plug it into a kiosk where it would print out your photos and like you would get
shit.
stickers that you could put on shit.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was like one of the big things behind it, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's such like a, like telling of the time kind of
Right.
experience.
Technology,
And like Blockbuster, and it's like
There's a lot of dated things you said in that statement.
that was
Yeah.
probably a good game to rent at the time instead of buy because why would you buy a game that you can beat in like 2 hours basically?
Dude, coughing in the new update, so sick.
Yeah, coughing's sick.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, there's some pictures here I would
It's
definitely
funny in that
frame.
stage too. The what's the other guy that's like this like the sludge dude?
Muck? Oh, the garbage guy?
Yeah.
Which guy? Garbadoir? Or Trubbish? Which one?
In that same stage, like in the where it's all like the where coughing is.
Coughing is. The big sludge dude. Jesus Christ, let me find it. I don't know his name off the top of my head, but I know who you're
one
talking
of the hints
about.
that it gives you in the game is like, oh, this like it's basically these like sludge pits or whatever.
Yeah, Swowlet.
Swowlet?
Yeah,
Okay.
this guy, right?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like these like sludge pits,
Okay.
and there's this like there's this thing that protrudes out and like is emitting like gas, and like you can scan it and it'll give you a hint on it, and it'll say, and it says this thing produces gas and it's noxious gas or something, and that's the hint. And if you throw a bunch of apples and lead that guy to it, he'll literally just like suck the gas out of this like volcanic vent,
really?
basically. Yeah.
That's probably the 4-star. I don't think I've gotten
it's
that.
either a 3 or a 4-star.
That's dope.
And the centipede will also do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The centipede guy, I don't know his name, Centipedio or some shit.
Oh, yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He's the new guy, the new centipede one, right?
Is there an old one? I don't know.
Yeah. I like Feraligatr, dude.
Oh yeah, for others.
Yeah, fucking
That's
sick,
a
dude.
second gen Pokemon.
Yeah, so sick.
That's a good photo.
Picture. Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's literally like you
like that?
You get a photo of this Pokemon like inhaling like noxious gas, probably like getting like high or like.
Did you
fucked
get
up or
the
something,
bear,
like-
the Django Pokemon yet, dude?
Oh yeah, dude, you look so pissed, dude. Look at that. That's sick. That's a good photo too, dude.
Thanks, man. You like that? Look at that. That one's good. I got another. This one's sick. Looks so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
He's huge, dude. He's so sick. And then I got one where he's fucking up Psyduck. Yeah, he's like screaming at him. Yeah. Like berating him. Yeah, it's
What
very
do you think he's
sick.
saying to Psyduck?
Fuck you, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Fuck you, you
Ursa
retarded duck.
Ring. His height is 5'11", so Max and Alex are taller than him. And his weight is only 277 pounds. That's
The bear?
Yeah. So it's just like a fat American dude, pretty much.
Wait, he's how?
Fair enough.
260 what?
277.3
I mean,
pounds.
and he's
Very
he's
weird
5'11".
weight. Yeah.
Okay. I'm 5'10", but I'm like 100 pounds less than that.
Are you?
Yeah. So if I gain 100 pounds, I can be like
Yeah.
Ursula or whatever his name is.
Ursa-rang. Yeah.
Ursa-rang. Yeah. I think that's like Latin for bear.
Yeah. Some shit like that. Ursa
Yeah.
Major, Ursa Minor.
Yep.
That type of bullshit.
I know that because of Katamari.
Thanks, man.
Because there's a stage or a level. Now I'm just gonna call them all stages in Katamari where it sucks so bad. So like Katamari, like the point of it is like you're supposed to like build this giant ball of objects that you collect, right? But then in the original one, there's a couple different stages where it's like you can still collect all the objects you want, and you have to do that in order to get to like the right amount, like to get like to build it into like a large enough size. Because like basically the way it works is like the bigger you get, the larger objects you can collect. But there's a level where you can only like the end of the level is when you collect something that's a bear. And throughout the whole level, there's all these different sizes of bears, and you want to get the biggest bear that you can. So you want to build up your Katamari as big as you can.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Without collecting any bears until you're big enough to collect a really big bear. But it's so hard because there's little bears everywhere, and like sometimes they're so small like you can't even see them, and then just like accidentally pick one up, and then it's over. And then the king of the cosmos, will be fucking pissed at you and shoot you with lightning bolts, and it's terrifying.
Dude, I got a 4-star Diamond of Mew.
Oh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Well, what stage is that in?
Jungle.
Oh, okay. How do you get Mew?
She's right behind you when you start at the
Mew
jungle.
Female?
Did I say she?
Yeah, it does give you the gender of the Pokemon when you take a photo of it.
I think Mew is gender neutral.
Oh.
Or gender unknown. Let's find out, shall we? Let's find out, shall we?
They do have genders. Like
I know some of them do. Yeah,
it'll tell
a
you
lot of them do.
It'll tell you the gender when you take a photo of it. Like it has like the sign with the circle and the arrow or whatever.
Yeah. Fuck, how am I gonna find
Wait,
this?
so how do you get Mew?
Once you beat the story mode, you go back at the jungle level at night, and Mew is there, right behind you, and you just keep fucking with it and like interacting with it throughout the level, and you'll be able to get better shots of it.
Oh,
yeah,
it's just there.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot. That's how you get a lot of legendaries after you beat that one level, where you get the
See, like I haven't really gone through and replayed a lot of the levels since.
Yeah, see, if you go to Mew, it says gender unknown.
Oh,
that's what it says for a bunch of the legendary Pokemon. Because there's only one. You don't know what this motherfucker is. It's just a circle for this. Normally, it would be like that. Like you get your male and female version, and you could click on it and see the difference if there is one, which there isn't. I don't think on this. Yeah, I don't think so. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, but it's just interesting. Good ass game though. Fuck, man. And there's still like I'm just looking at it now and I'm like, damn, I just want to like dig into it like I haven't already put 35 hours in this game. Like it still feels so fresh.
Nice.
Right?
That's awesome.
Isn't that nuts? Like that's so sick. Like for me, it's like this is the best sequel I could have asked for easily. Like I would go out on a limb and say that for sure.
I think they nailed it.
Yeah, they did a great job with it. And the fact that they're even putting out DLC is so fucking cool.
Yeah, dude. What a great cherry on top. Like wasn't expecting it at all either. And it's free.
So fast too.
Yeah, fast.
It didn't come out that long
The game came out in May. And then they released DLC, whatever, like last week.
Yeah, August. So only a few months after.
Like, whatever, 5 months or something.
And I believe there's plans for more.
Free, though. It's free.
Yeah, free DLC.
Not bad.
Because that's the thing. Bandai Namco did some DLC for Pokken Tournament, but I believe it was priced for like a couple characters, and it was like $5 for like just all the DLC characters or something like that.
That's not bad.
Yeah, usually DLC in games like that, they don't fuck you up too much, but yeah, it was cool that it was a free DLC update, so I'll take that, you know. But it was cool. It's just so much. There's so much fun to it, you know, and I'm probably going to go home and play more of it, honestly. I was gonna play Zelda, but now I might just crack into this again.
Just talking about it too much.
I know. It's just so much fun. It's so appealing. It's like I'm looking at it.
You know,
God
let me
damn.
explain, or let me tell you about one of my favorite experiences playing this game that I had recently.
All right.
And it's just like, maybe there's definitely some nostalgia vibe to it because, you know,
course.
obviously the original version, like I have like some strong nostalgia for that, and it kind of brings me back to that a little bit. But yeah, when I was flying back to Chicago from Hawaii back in May, so it was like right after the game came out, basically.
Yeah.
I think it was like the week after. Yeah. Well, I was in Hawaii for like 3 weeks though, but like so when I was flying back, this is so sick. Well, it started off not sick, but on the flight, I had a layover in San Francisco, and then I flew from San Francisco to Chicago. Wait, was it on? Crap, I can't remember which leg of the trip it was on. Actually, I think it was from Hawaii to San Francisco, like that part. So the first part of the trip, I was sitting like in the aisle, and like next to me was like some guy, and then there was like an open seat, and then on the other side of the aisle was his wife and their kid, and like they had like a small child, and they like this child was, or they had two children actually, I think, and they were both just being like pieces of shit and
Nice.
very difficult. And I'm literally just sitting in between all of this happening. And they keep like
God.
passing the kids
Back and
forth over me. They were really nice people though, and they obviously they knew like, oh, this sucks for this guy, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, like, you know, sorry, we actually have a friend who has a seat a little bit further up. Maybe you can change seats with her if she's okay with that, and you know, whatever.
Just
So,
get
like-
you out of this hellhole.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's sick. They were that
Anything,
considerate, and they
anything.
traded with you, right?
Yeah. So then this is what's really sick. So what ended up happening, so this their friend had an entire like 3 seats to herself.
Fuck.
And
Yes.
and it was the seats that have like extra leg room. And
Double nice. Holy
Yeah, and
shit.
so
That's luxury right there.
Yeah, so I went up there and I was like, hey, they, you know, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, you can go sit like here, you know, like whatever. And I, you know, I thought she was going to be like chilling there too, but she just spent the whole flight with the other people like further back. So I literally had the whole row to myself for the
That's
entire
sick.
flight.
Awesome.
And
Awesome.
with extra leg room. And I'm just there fucking
Play
drinking
Pokemon Snap.
drinking my Coca-Cola because they always give you fucking pop on airplanes, and I never drink pop, so I'm like, and
Why don't you get
Living it
booze?
up.
They didn't have any?
I don't think they had any. It was also like the middle of the day.
Oh.
Although that's not really much of an excuse.
Well, in the
Not
air,
to
you can
booze.
drink whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. I think that rule doesn't apply.
But I mean, that even more accentuates like the nostalgia because I'm like drinking like sugary soda, and I was all that like they were giving out Stroop waffles as
What?
yeah, and I was
That's so sick.
like, right.
I love Stroop waffles,
so
man.
good, yeah. So I'm like eating this, like I'm eating like a big fucking caramel Stroop
Did they give
waffle
you, like,
cookie, and like
Coffee with it or something? Or no?
I mean, I probably could have got coffee if I asked, but you know, I was just drinking a Coke instead.
I love Stroop waffles.
You know, drinking my Coke, you know, like,
Stroop waffles.
holding my mask down and eating my shit.
Nibbling.
And
So what?
playing
What
Pokemon
level were you
Snap.
playing though, dude?
Just living the life.
Yeah, playing Pokemon
All of
Snap.
them.
I'm all like fucking sprawled
Right.
out on this like the whole row. The rest of the
That's the best.
flight was like completely full too, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, how did I get so lucky to like be like the one piece of shit asshole that gets to
Just
like
this whole
Yeah, right.
sprawl out, play Switch, and like
Fuck.
Yeah. What's your favorite level?
you know what? I really like the one like the foggy forest.
Yeah,
That
it's a
one's
great
pretty sick.
level.
Yeah.
That's what's cool about these stages is it looks like it's straight out of Nat Geo shit, dude. Like it's so vibrant.
That's why I love it, 'cause
and
I
there's
love
so
nature
much-
photography.
Yeah, there's so
And
many
it's
cool
just like a nature
environments.
photography game.
It looks so much better, obviously, than the N64 game, but there's so much more. Like there's this cool like underwater level where you go like explore these deep like underwater tombs at like the bottom of the sea level and shit. It's nuts. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know if tombs is the right word, but like
like
old
caves or
structures
something.
and shit. Yeah.
Oh, well,
it's
the
fucking
ancient
nuts.
ruins and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is like a little bit of like a story too.
Yeah.
In the game,
Which is cheesy, but it's fine. You know,
Yeah.
it works
Like,
well.
It doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
But,
But it's it just makes for such cool variety. Like there's a volcano level and shit where with like the Tyrannosaurus Rex Pokemon, whatever the fuck that is. You know what I'm talking about? In the volcano level.
Tyrannosaur?
The big one, is that what his name is?
No, I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about? The big T-Rex looking Pokemon that you take in the volcano level in the new game. He comes after you.
Well, there's Tyranitar or something.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. No, not Tyranitar. Hold on. Man, what the? Shit.
Dinosaur Pokemon.
Here, Tyrantrum. This motherfucker. What?
Never seen that shit. I look up dinosaur Pokemon and there's so many things.
Holy
that
shit,
are
dude.
shitload. There's so many different ones.
You've not taken a picture of this dude.
What stage is
Looks cool.
that one?
Volcano. The volcano one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Fuck. What the hell?
I didn't.
The
He's a walkthrough.
Fuck. Look, here's somebody got a sick picture. You don't need a walkthrough. He's like right out in the
I
open.
know. That's why I didn't use it.
Well, yeah, but even to find him, you wouldn't need one. Here's a cool shot of like him and Charizard and Graveler.
Are they all
Slugma.
fucking? They having a lava
Sick.
orgy?
I don't know. That's a sick shot, honestly.
Yeah, lava orgy.
Yeah, a lava orgy.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
I don't know.
Fucking the lava.
Burn my dick off with lava.
Yeah, I think that's a good move, man. You know, but I love this game. I think my favorite level is either the reef at the evening time where you get to look at like the sunset on the
You
coral
get to watch
reef.
it. You look at Machamp fucking flexing his like Eric Alper muscles.
Yeah, fucking jerking himself off. I fucking love myself. Not
Dude,
Eric
I saw
Alper,
this sick. Eric Alper posted this Instagram story earlier where he literally was buying an entire shopping cart worth of chicken. Like,
I believe that. I mean, that
Fire
dude's
cart.
gigantic.
yeah.
He needs his protein.
I was like, yep, yeah, he needs this protein. Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it. Believe it. Fucking nuts.
Yeah, it's so interesting to like know a bodybuilder.
Yeah, right? Good for him, though.
yeah, yeah.
Building bodies,
He builds bodies.
bodybuilding. Yeah, he's so fucking ripped. They're working on an album, Replicaire, I believe.
Yeah,
I think it's almost done or some shit like that.
yes,
Yeah.
sick.
You been playing anything fun?
No, just been mixing.
Really?
Yeah.
No more Mass Effect?
Well, I beat it
All three?
Yeah.
What about again?
eventually. But no, I've been mixing like crazy. You'll appreciate this. I've made the switch to Reaper.
Oh, what are
From
you using it
Cubase.
for?
Cubase.
Okay.
Which I liked. It's done me well for many years, but it's now getting outdated, and I don't want to pay hundreds of dollars for another DAW for
Reaper's
something
cheap.
I do. It's super cheap. I bought it the other day.
I
Actually,
thought it was
$60.
free.
They'll let you use it
but-
for free. There's like an indefinite trial period. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even though it says like it's like a 60-day, 30-day
I'm
trial
still
period.
evaluating.
Yeah.
Yeah. I paid for it.
But 60 bucks, it's like,
Yeah.
fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you pay a full
For
60?
that's for like a low commercial license. If the full commercial license is like $300, which is still extremely cheap.
Yeah. For what this fucking thing does, like,
Yeah, it does everything that any other DAW does.
it really does. Like,
Yeah.
I've been just doing like
It's there's a little bit of learning curve, and it's a little fucky sometimes. Well, it's stable. It's very stable.
super stable.
Uh,
We use Reaper, right?
Yep. Yeah, I use Reaper for like everything. But like, yeah, with my job, like I have to use, I use Pro Tools and pretty much every DAW that you can imagine, because I have to do a bunch of like software testing and stuff, and to make sure like our products work with all the different DAWs. So I've used like basically all of them, and yeah, that's why I use Reaper, because I've used them all, and I'm like, Reaper's the best one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's so funny. The
Have you
closest
used
thing I can
Logic?
see is like Logic comes close to.
Yeah, Logic's nice. It's okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Yeah,
It looks awesome. Like I've watched because
I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's it's a good song.
I'm part of that like Nail the Mix URM stuff, and
it can be buggy though. Like there's definitely like some of the most like recent versions are pretty buggy.
Really?
Yeah, which sucks. And like what I'm looking for like a live performance DAW is like the most stable thing you can get basically. Which like and Reaper also loads really quickly.
I love that. Yeah, it's just boom, ready to go, which is awesome. It doesn't load every fucking plugin.
Yeah,
when you like turn
Pro
it
Tools, dude, takes like a million years to load everything.
So does Cubase. Yeah, it takes fucking forever.
Billion years.
How long are you at? Like 5 minutes?
Entire civilizations have come and gone in the time that it takes for Pro Tools to load.
Whole creatures have evolved into.
Does it take like a day, like legit, like 24 hours?
It takes that. What's up?
Does it really take like a significantly long amount?
No, but I mean,
if you have a lot of plugins,
if you have a lot of plugins, like before, like it took maybe I don't know, almost 4 or 5 minutes for me to load up Cubase.
Damn,
which is forever.
insane.
That it just feels like forever, and if like it crashes,
you're
like, oh, you got to turn it back on. You're like, I've had it crash. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna turn a YouTube video on and just wait for this fucking thing to start up. It takes so fucking long.
Yeah.
But no, Reaper's been great. It is a bit of a learning curve, but there's so much resources online for it that you just Google search anything that you're looking for.
It'll tell you exactly how to do it. Yeah.
It's either in a message board, there's a video for it. There's this one dude, apparently was like the king of Reaper, Adam Steele. You've probably seen some of his videos. Dude from Britain.
I don't recognize the name. But
was it Hot Pole Studios or something like that? Yeah, I guess he has like a whole thing you could buy of like, it breaks down Reaper and essentially from like beginning to like how to set it up.
I think
and
you could also like
download
download like different themes and stuff for it, which will kind of like make it work like other DAWs too.
Yeah, I thought about like doing something like that, but then I was like, what if, I don't know, I kind of want it to be
rough territory. Like,
as original to it as possible so that if something happens or if I used it somewhere else or something like that, like I'm like, fuck, I have to like set up all this shit now. It's like,
well, and that's the other thing that's nice is cross-platform. So, like Logic, for example, obviously you can't run that on Windows, so you're stuck there.
Yeah.
And now there's an ARM-based version also, for the new Macs that are ARM-based and shit.
What is that?
Which, the new Apple processors they're using in the new Macs, which I have one of those. So yeah, now I have like there's an ARM based version of Reaper that I can run on there, and it's like, oh, cool, yeah, great. They keep up, they do good development and shit, and like I think the developer of Reaper was like one of the developers who made Winamp.
Yep.
Back in the day.
It's like that whole team that did it.
Yeah.
And they got a fuck ton of money from AOL because AOL purchased Winamp. And that's why later on they were just like, well, fuck Pro Tools and fuck all these other companies that price gouge you to like use their product. They're like,
and it seems like they don't care about money or something.
No, because
like,
obviously
they're selling it so cheap and
yeah. And it runs on the same principle as like Winamp with the idea of like third party stuff, like and people contributing, which is really cool. And so that's why
it's not open source though. Reaper.
I thought it was. Aren't there like beta versions that are like an open source version that you can get? And it's like not stable because they're experimenting with it, but I believe it's like an open source thing too.
It very well could be. That would make sense, but I don't know if it is.
But it's cool. I mean, like, there's nothing you can't do with this fucking thing. It seems like
it does everything. Like Pro Tools is kind of considered like the industry standard, like DAW,
right? Which is a bit much. Like, part of the reason why I was looking into this
I hate
is
Pro Tools.
Like a lot of people like talking about how like Pro Tools like it's not the program that it should be, and then why would you even use something like that when you have something like this so readily available? And it's like, that makes sense, And but for some reason, Pro Tools just seemed to be in the right place at the right time.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, Pro Tools has been around since like the early 90s.
Yeah, I mean, they're one of the original like digital DAWs and stuff like that. Yeah, and I guess like a part of the reason why it did so well was that their interfaces and the program itself would only work with one another because it was all proprietary.
There's a lot of proprietary shit that like locks people into it. I know all about all the facets and like iLock, dude. Oh my god, dude! I know way too much about iLock, and everyone hates iLock, but
yeah,
it's like a necessary
such a fucking
evil.
hassle.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And and just the way and like the hardware, I mean, it used to be different with Pro Tools where it's like you could only use Pro Tools or like DigiDesign hardware when it was like, oh, my DigiDesign.
Right.
And I mean, they still have, proprietary hardware now, which that's the kicker. That's what locks people in, but you don't even need it anymore. Because computers are fast enough, like you can just run everything off the computer processor. You don't need a DSP.
Yep.
Processor.
Yeah.
You don't need that anymore.
Yeah, even like just a decent computer will get you by.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess,
and it's honestly like compared to like video editing or something, it's like so low, such a low CPU intensive process, like audio editing. If it's just audio, although a lot of people do edit or maybe don't edit video in Pro Tools, but like load video and play video. And obviously there's like Media Composer that's for audio or video editing, but audio editing is very low CPU intensive. So it's like computers are fast enough to handle this now. Like you don't need proprietary hardware anymore, basically. But there's still people that are so locked into the whole thing that it's like too late. Like, well, yep.
What, like
that's why they're like successful. So.
Right. Well, one of the things I heard was like part of the reason why Pro Tools kind of switched it up too with the whole proprietary thing. Because like now you can use other interfaces.
Right.
And the reason why that happened was somebody out there ripped open one of the interfaces, figured out how the thing ran.
Oh, you can hack them, yeah.
And then hacked them. And then they were like, fuck. All right, rabbit's out of the bag. So I guess now we can
now we have
to allow it. Yeah.
It's interesting. I actually I found a bug in Pro Tools recently and reported it to them. Because like one of our users figured it out, whereas like if you have a certain number of audio devices on your system, Pro Tools will crash when you launch. And it's a really high number, but it was like one of our users like used some of our software to make a bunch of virtual devices, and they found, and then I like tested it all out, and I was like, I found the limit. And I was like, oh damn, if you make more than 33 devices, Pro Tools will crash on launch.
Going that crazy. Jeez. I mean,
this is like some of the, like we make some software that makes like virtual audio devices. So like some people make a shitload of them.
I guess so, yeah.
And so I found this and I reported it to them, and they ended up fixing it in the most recent version. But it doesn't really, it doesn't crash anymore, but it's also like, if you try to select your audio device in Pro Tools, it doesn't show you all the devices. Like it still doesn't load them all.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Like it I don't know, it tops out somewhere for some reason. And like, one of my bosses was saying like, oh yeah, like they probably do that intentionally. To like, again, for like, they're like to keep people using their proprietary software and shit. If you can just make 1 million virtual devices and use those instead of, I don't know like how that would work, but yeah, in any case, I see, I see where he's coming from. Yeah. Pro Tools has definitely, done that over the years where they're like, a lot of tech companies do this though. It's not like anything new where you like limit like functionality or features to like,
yes. So it doesn't bog stuff down. Or crash.
Hobble it. Yeah. Like that scene in my favorite movie. That's not my favorite movie. Misery.
Yeah. Good scene. Classic scene, dude.
Yep. The hobbling scene.
It's great, man. Yeah, dude. I don't know shit about DAWs at all.
I could tell when you went on your phone.
Yeah, it's just like, I got nothing here, man.
A good boring convo that no one cares about.
Yeah, some people dig it, man. Some people are
forever, but
audiophiles.
This is like
well,
what
I don't know. Would that be
so.
considered being an audiophile? Being like interested in DAWs? What kind of interest is that? Engineering? I'm interested in engineering.
Yeah, it's more engineering.
Yeah.
Sound engineering, audio engineering.
Audiophile is more interested in like high quality, like consumer like equipment, like speakers and shit.
What would you call somebody that's
like
into high end like audio production equipment? What is that? Is there a word for that?
Still an engineer.
Yeah. I hear you.
Because if you're a good engineer, you have good equipment.
Yeah, I don't. I don't blame you, man. One fucking really equates to the other. I thought for a while I thought you worked for Reaper until then I realized that you just worked for
That would be
a
sick,
software
dude.
that
I would
like
love to work for.
Yeah.
It's actually the company is called Cocos or
Yeah.
Cocos.
That's
or-
your company?
No, that's Reaper.
No, that's Reaper,
Ah.
the company that makes Reaper. Yeah,
What the fuck's the story behind that name?
I have no idea.
Cacos.
Like
Cocos?
Cocos.
Were they the
Cocos.
company that made
COS.
Winamp 2 then?
Yeah.
Were they?
If you were
Same
off your
company?
phone, we talked about that. I don't know if it was under that same name, but yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know if it
definitely
was
a
under the
group
same
of
name, but
dudes
it's the
that
same
did it.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. You guys just said that?
We were talking about
Not
the
just.
connection of women.
Well, I know. I heard that part, man. I was just on my phone when you guys were getting into the technical side that I don't understand.
Yeah, so Pro Tools
Yeah, it's like,
uses DSP technology.
Yeah.
Although, so they have you can do a hybrid engine with the newest version of Pro Tools where you can run like some plugins on DSP but others not on DSP.
See, dude, what?
It's basically just like having
you'll
like a
explain it,
separate
yeah.
like processor just for plugins or like just for audio stuff.
Oh, Reaper offers that?
No,
Pro
Pro Tools.
Pro Tools does.
I don't know if you can do that with Reaper.
It's a separate
don't
don't
have
have
processor.
to.
time.
Is the goal
before
just
they
to
do
make the
something
whole
like
program run faster then by having that?
Yeah, and it's more so like this is like some like outdated technology basically where like when computers sucked back in the 90s,
Yeah.
you needed something else to run all this processing
Right.
on in order to make it like stable and work well.
Oh,
So that's why they
I
developed
see.
this, and then it just kind of became what it is now. But like computers are fast enough now that you can just run it all off the
yeah.
CPU. Like you don't need a separate processor for
Sure.
like just audio shit.
But Pro Tools still has that?
They still do that, yeah. They make like, well, it's kind of like combined with the interface,
Okay.
which you do still need. You still need an interface,
Sure.
a way to like connect an audio device into the computer. I mean, unless your computer has an XLR port on it.
Right.
Which
Probably
I don't know if they even have those.
Yeah.
Luckily, my small
I don't want to
tenure
see
as a
that
CSR
computer.
at
It's gonna be
Zounds.
like this thick.
Right.
Yeah. Zounds got me acquainted with what interfaces are, which is cool. I mean, I learned a
Yeah.
lot about what certain things were and like how the
Yeah.
basics worked, but like more than, a person who doesn't know shit about audio works. But beyond that, like people would be like, well, which interface would you recommend? I would be like, I
Focusrite.
never had one in my entire life. Like,
Did you guys have like an
Always get a
office,
Focusrite.
like a
They
recording?
make like the best interfaces.
Yeah, I still use those, yeah.
for the money at least. If
yeah, I would always sell Scarlett products all the time.
Yeah, dude.
Whatchamacallit.
and their drivers are really good.
Yeah, I would always sell that shit. That was like,
Especially if you're on Windows, they have
what
really
else
good
sells a lot? The
AVIO
shit
drivers.
Danny's got
some of the
sells
best
a
I've
lot.
seen, actually.
The Thunderbolt, the
ASIO drivers are all different. They're all over the place.
Really?
Some ASIO drivers suck. Yeah, because it's just like ASIO is like an open source. Well, I don't know if it's open source, but it's made by Steinberg, which
Right.
I mean, they make Cubase and
Mhm.
Nuendo. But yeah, ASIO drivers are not created equal.
the Apollo
Really?
Twin, the Universal Audio.
Universal,
we sell
yeah.
that shit like
But
crazy.
Focusrite has
Yeah, that shit and Focusrite shit is
Excellent
like
shit together.
ASIO driver.
Huh. Yeah, I when we started this podcast,
Focusrite.
I got a Focusrite, and that I use it for everything. Like,
Yeah, you still have that same one?
oh yeah, that's what I use at
Is
home.
that the Scarlet?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
first gen, also. Which is
Wow,
kind of funny.
I remember
It's
when you
still-
got that. At
I have a
Guitar
first
Center.
gen
runs.
Sapphire 6. Little guy. Got it when I was in
itty-bitty guy.
college like 10 years ago.
Does it still
It's
work?
still running.
Yep.
Yeah.
It won't run on my newer computers, but it still runs on like my old. Yeah.
Just because it's so
It's
old.
funny.
Yep. Yeah, because it doesn't support plug and play, so you have to install a driver, which sucks on newer Macs because they're very hard to. Well, yeah, any kind of like kernel extension drivers you can't really install on newer Macs anymore. But you don't have to either because they have better drivers now. But it's just old, outdated shit basically.
I
Stuff
see.
moves fast with computers.
Yeah, it must.
I was gonna say, did you,
This got really nerdy.
at Zounds, did they have like a recording setup over there?
We have a
The
studio
office.
at Zounds. There's like
The
a
full
studio
studio.
room there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was like mostly for gear demonstration and shit like that. Like people would come in
Well,
and
like you
show off
guys kind of have
products.
to like test out stuff
And then
too,
take another
right?
pee break.
Yeah, I mean they used to. I don't know how they do it anymore, but they used to have reps come through the office all the time, and like give us like product debriefings and shit like that and show us new stuff that they were coming out with. Like all kinds of companies, audio production companies, guitar companies,
I'm
like
sure.
drum companies. DW came before.
That's cool.
Sabian came once.
But like you guys, the employees, ever like fuck around and just like, oh, we just got like this new guitar from this rep,
Yeah.
and we got this new
All
drum
the
set
time.
from this rep. Why don't we just track it real quick with this new mic preamp we got, or these mics, or any of that?
Yeah, I mean the higher ups do shit like that. Not
Do you guys
like,
have like product demos that you do ever, like on YouTube or
Yeah.
anything?
Oh yeah, they do it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That would be like the gig of a lifetime.
Yeah. But
If they're ever hiring, let me know.
you would also like the people that make the videos are the ones who do the demos.
Right.
So like you would have to like know how to do all the video editing and shit like that.
I'll do it for this.
Yeah. Well, shit, man. But you probably have to come in from the ground up.
That's stupid.
Yeah, I know. Unless you have
can't
like a
get the nits
college
hooked up?
degree.
I got a
I can't
college
get you hooked
degree.
up that far up the ladder. I'll get you hired as a customer service rep.
Ugh, no thanks.
Yeah, it's about all I got.
I thought you were running that company by now.
Fuck no. Oh, I wouldn't want to, man. Ugh.
Speaking of side hustles, I picked up a guitar tech gig.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Who?
for October with Tim King's newest acquisition, Plush.
The death metal band? Oh no. Are they
There's a new band they picked up on his label. It's this girl that was on one of the episode or seasons of The Voice.
nice?
I looked it up. I was like, wait a minute. They're like kids. I was like, oh, old is she? She's 16. I was like,
Damn.
Jesus, I'm gonna feel like an old man. Like,
Are you
having to
getting
take
paid
care
a
of these
good
kids.
pretty penny?
What's up?
Are you getting paid
I'll
a
be
pretty
getting paid.
penny?
Yeah. But it was funny. Like Tim hit me up and was like, hey man, would you be down to do this? I need somebody that's at a fucking creep, and you're pretty cool. So
Yeah.
like, fair enough. I was like, yeah. I just gotta make sure I'm not already scheduled for October, and
How long is
schedule's
it?
open. 5 days.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be like a month.
November might be a month. I got to figure out if I
With
can
them?
do it. Yeah, with them again, because they're doing like an arena fucking
Holy
thing
shit.
with Evanescence and Hailstorm.
Oh my god.
Which is like, I mean, it's not our world, but that's a big fucking world. Like,
Good for them. Yeah, it's huge.
I forgot what this
Who's
October
headlining?
one. I think
Is
it might be a
Evanescence still
co-headlining with-
pulling at stadiums?
I don't know. I think it's like small arena, but I think
Like
it's
the Metro.
I think it's a co-headliner. I forgot. I saw the flyer, and
Yeah, cool.
which that
Tim
was
gonna be
funny
on the
because like
tours?
Tim was like, "Oh, it's only 10 days in November," and I was like, "All right." And he like sends me a link to like their tour dates. And I'm like, this is like more than 10 days, dude.
Yeah.
Like I can't do. It was like almost 3 weeks. I was like, I
Yeah.
was like, I might not be able to do that, but we'll see.
You guys stoked for your empty bottle show?
Not at all. No, I am. I'm really stoked. Yeah,
Cool.
it should be really fun, and
Yeah.
hopefully we sound good. I don't know. It's our first show back.
A new update, mask mandate.
Yeah, you have to wear a mask.
You have to wear a mask and
Yeah.
provide your
Performer.
vaccination card or a test
And you can have a
within
photo.
72
yeah.
hours. Yeah, or a picture of it or
I keep
some
forgetting to
shit.
take a photo of my card.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I should probably
or
do
a
that.
dick pic.
Or a dick pic. Yeah,
Yeah.
whichever
Yeah.
works.
Yeah, they'll also accept that.
A dick pic. Yeah. It's a good dick pic.
Or if you're a chick, then a chick pic.
Fucking clit
You can
pic.
still bring a dick
Clip
pic.
pic.
Yeah. Clip
Just bring in one of the dick pics that they've probably already been sent. Yeah.
Just show them a big black penis and like you show them that and they'll let you in. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, oh, looks good, man. No, yeah, some guy at the front, like the bouncer at the front, checking to make sure you're good. Nice hog, man. Welcome in.
Calls it a hog.
Yeah, nice hog, brother.
It's so sick.
Yeah, sick, man.
Nice hog.
Yeah, so
Nice hog,
dick
brother.
pic required.
That's probably what they're doing at Sturgis right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice hog, brother.
Nice hog.
Oh yeah, we're talking about their. Is that now? Is that
Yeah,
going
it's
on
happening
now?
like right now, I think.
now.
Yeah, remember when that happened last year? And how
I've been to
scary it
Sturgis
was?
before. Oh, yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
The motorcycle
Who-
thing?
Yeah.
Why?
My family was like on like a vacation and like we were driving through South Dakota and like just happened to catch Sturgis and we didn't know that was happening. So,
Oh shit. That's
Yeah.
so fucking funny.
Nice.
right. We were like we went to like Mount Rushmore and shit. And like we were
Nice.
just Where were we going? I think we were just driving through, going somewhere else, like Montana or some
Just
shit.
happened to
Like Glacier
stumble.
National Park or something, maybe.
Oh, cool.
Or National Teton or some shit, which means boobs.
TTs.
Teton. It's French.
T's, girl.
That's what it means. It means boobs.
Does it really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mountains.
Huh.
Because they look like boobs, kind of.
Fair enough.
Sounds about right.
It's 9/11 right now.
Never forget.
It is 9/11 right now. Never forget, y'all. Well, shit. Should we wrap it?
Yeah, we can.
It's a good time.
Well, yeah. So I guess plug for our show coming up on September 4th. Bring a fucking vaccination or photo vaccination
Your actual
Or your
card.
actual card.
Yeah.
Which
or a negative.
just
test.
take a photo of it.
Or a negative test or a photocopy. They
Or
said
just
is
get
fine too. I
vaccinated.
Or Nate
believe.
mentioned something about a digital copy of your vaccine card and like Cook County.
There's some
or something
apps
like
you
that.
can do
Yeah.
that
They're
like I have
allowed you to-
one that it has like it stored on there and shit. It depends on where you got it.
Really?
I don't know.
At Forest Park, you did that?
Yeah, actually, you know, I have like a QR code
Send me the app.
from. I don't know if it's from an app. Actually, I think you can just go to the website and get it.
Oh. Well-
like, yeah, it's just like a. Like here, like it's just like a here's my name and my
That's really cool.
vaccine and with the QR code thing.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And you can scan the QR code and it just like takes you to the website too. But there's also apps you can use that will verify it. It depends on the place, but
Yeah.
I think most places are just checking cards and checking them very
Unthoroughly.
loosely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Like don't give a shit basically.
Last night at Dave's party, one of the dude Casey, is that his name?
Casey.
He came up to me and he was at Lala and he saw Brockhampton sit at Lala. That's why we were talking.
Oh, sick dude.
He's
Casey's
like, they were
cool.
really sick. And I'm like, I love Brockhampton.
He's a flight attendant and he got COVID like in March last year.
Is he a flight attendant?
Yeah,
How does Dave know him? Climbing?
climbing.
He's I like him. He's very nice. But
Yeah, Casey's the shit.
we were talking and yeah, he was telling me, he was like, dude, he was like at Lala, it was just like they were just glancing at the card, and if
Yep.
you had one, they were just letting you in. And I'm
Yep.
like, Jesus Christ. And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, what? I'm not surprised.
But
with
I
the amount of
think
people there
a lot of people got vaccinated just to go to Lala. So honestly, whatever. That's probably
Okay, whatever
It's good.
gets people getting this fucking
Yeah,
thing.
if that's what it
fuck
takes, man, that's awesome. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that
Well,
way.
now I'm seeing like they're setting up vaccine stuff at like events. Like you can get a vaccine while you're there.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Like where?
Like football games and stuff like that.
Shit.
There's some like concert events that they're doing it.
Come on in. The water's just fine. But at the same time, it's also like you got to get the vaccine has to work.
Yeah, it takes like
Right.
weeks,
Right.
To
It's
be
not going to
effective.
happen. Right. But,
months.
you know, if,
It's a
if you can
start.
kill two birds with one stone,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, it's
you
better
know.
than nothing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right.
Bring your cards, bring your shit. We don't have to wear
Oh,
masks on stage, by the way.
are you sure?
Yeah, I asked.
Oh, you
So,
did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I just saw on their announcement that it said performers also needed to wear masks.
In the venue. Like, if we're just walking
Oh, but-
around the venue, we need to wear
yeah,
masks.
But not while you're
While
performing.
we're-
No,
actually playing.
not during the performance. Because I asked. I literally, because we got the email before they dropped that big press release
Right,
thing on the
yeah.
internet.
Yeah.
And we got an email from like one of the people that work at the bottle. And I responded to it. I was like, this sounds cool. We're glad you're doing this. It's going to
Man,
be,
dude, I don't know how I feel about going to a show with a mask on.
yeah, it's going to suck, but like, whatever.
I mean, I'll still go,
yeah, you know, like,
you know.
Thanks.
I gotta support my boys.
yeah,
you don't
thanks,
have
man.
Yeah. I just want to see
appreciate it.
Danny wear a mask and do vocals at the same time.
Well, he's not. He doesn't have to.
You should still do it.
That would suck. That would sound so bad.
He can wear like
I don't think it would sound
support
that bad.
blue lives matter mask or something. I don't
Your
know.
hand's a lot thicker than a mask.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It would still sound kind of shitty though. He did vocals through a mask at one point. It was like,
Did he?
yeah, and it sounded fucked up.
I don't remember that. I thought we just always had the bubble.
I mean, he did it as a joke in the bubble.
You know,
Oh,
it would
okay.
probably prevent
Keep the mic
know,
clean.
plosives and sibilants and shit.
It's
like
it acts like a
it's like a pop guard.
A pop guard, yeah.
Maybe he should
built-in
wear
pop
one.
guard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway,
Do you have anything you would like to plug?
Nope.
Nope, nothing. Just the new
Pokemon
Pokemon
Snap.
All I want to say is zoom, 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 boom, boom.
Nice.
Just make some noise.
What is that?
That's some song from the 90s.
Really?
You don't know this?
You don't know that song?
I don't know who it's by.
Yeah, I
but-
have no idea. But you're not familiar.
I don't think so.
and it's not even the word. It's all I want to do is zoom, a zoom, 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 and you boom, boom. Pretty sure it's like a euphemism for like
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
having sex, probably.
I see. Fucking for coming.
Just a guess. You know,
Yeah.
just a guess.
Fucking in, coming in, a fucking in, a coming.
All I want to do
fucking
is
in,
zoom,
a
zoom,
coming.
zoom, zoom, and you boom, boom.
Nice.
Just make some noise.
That makes me feel good, man. I'm glad you want to zoom in my boom boom.
Any day, dude.
Bill, pleasure as always. Jace,
Sure.
pleasure as always.
All right.
Audience, pleasure as always. Next time, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Adios.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for checking out this week's episode. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. Feel free to drop us a like or a comment on whatever platform you listen or watch us on. Share us on whatever social media you use. Every little bit counts, so we appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we'll see you guys next week.